What's good, my peopleizations? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody, my peopleizations? Let's work. Let's work. Let's work. Big Texas, Clayton Smith, Stephen Young, Mike London, 79 UK, Omega Cam, King Jr., Jordan Logan, Jaquan Pickett, Taylor Bell, that's me, 22B, Tom will tell, Boss Doha Boxing Talk, the Rated Scholar, Jonathan Charlier, what's going on? King Senior, Super Mac Time, Eli K, what's going on, my peoples? Edgar, what's going on? Let's work. See, they're not sending out the notifications, huh? Xavier Moses, what's going on? They ain't sending out notifications, huh? Aaron Stinson, my brother, what's going on with you? Let's work, let's work, let's work. So, Devin Haney, Tom will tell what's going on. Shin David, Robert Montgomery, what's going on? Paul Ruffin, my brother, what's going on? So, Jovan Howell, Jordan Logan, what's going on? So, Devin Haney says that he's pretty boy Floyd Mayweather. And boy, oh boy, talking about Khalid Raouf, Hamed Bey, my brother, what's going on? Chappelle Show 56, what's going on? Boss Doha, I'm doing good. P-Dog, what's going on? They're not sending out any of the notifications today we see. Brandy Hill Sr., what's going on, great brother? Not sending out my notifications. The Real One TV, what's going on? All Things, what's going on? So, Moped Mosley, what's going on? So Devin Haney says on his Twitter that, you know, he's pretty boy Floyd Mayweather. And boy, oh boy. Taylor Bell, what's going on? Blake Red, what's going on? And Big George Foreman says that Deontay Wilder, prepare yourself for a major comeback. Emmanuel H., my brother, what's going on with you? Josh Ferguson Jr., what's going on? And boy, oh boy, they're not happy with that. Smash the like button, my peopleizations. Let's get the likes up. They're clearly not sending out any of my notifications. That's abundantly clear. Boxing fan 713, what's going on? So yeah, Chilltown Majors, my brother, what's going on? Yeah, Eli K, I will have to agree. Jay Jones, what's going on? Jordan Fauntleroy, what's going on? Can't be Pretty Boy because Pretty Boy Floyd was knocking people out. Yeah, Ahmad Jackson, Junkyard One, what's going on? It's not exactly Pretty Boy Floyd because Pretty Boy Floyd had a lot of power. Floyd Mayweather had a lot of power, right? You know, Kashif Dixon, what's going on? Elijah Hannon, what's going on? Floyd Mayweather had a lot of power when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, for sure. I believe he's talking about the skill set. Artwork, what's going on, right? He has a lot of skills to be 21 years old. My brother Gregory X in the super chat says, smash the like button and tweak the algorithms. Yes, sir. They're not sending out my notifications at all whatsoever. Stephen Young, what's going on? Christopher Johnson, Ahmad is Ahmad. My brother Ahmad is Ahmad. What's going on, great brother? How you been? Yeah, see, Pretty Boy Floyd, he had a lot of power. Salute to my brother Gregory X in the super chat. Mr. Mechanical, what's going on? Anthony 626, Curtis Price, Jamil Allen, aka Jelly Bean, what's going on, great brother? So yeah, that would be the difference, is the power. Skill set though, skill set. He has a lot of skills, equivalent to Floyd Mayweather, right? The thing is the power. Everybody's going to highlight the power, right? And say, well, Pretty Boy Floyd had a lot of power, as he did. He sure did. He had a lot of power. He was knocking people out, for sure. And when it comes to Devin Haney, he doesn't sit down on his punches and he don't display a lot of power, but he has a lot of skills. All Things, what's going on? He has a lot of skills. PGH Big Dog, my brother, what's going on? He has his approach to the sport of boxing. his skill set at 22 years of age. Slick, Brandon Adam Perry, what's going on? He's very slick, right? He's very, technically sound, beautiful jab, very accurate. See, he tried to please the crowd. He tried to please the fans because he heard all of the chatter. He heard all of the chatter after he beat Yuriorkis Gamboa, and everybody was saying, all he did was run, right? Hempstead Jungle, my brother, what's going on? 11550 in the building, right? King Bo, what's going on? Brandon Adam Perry, Jerron 127, President Man, what's going on? So made sense. 84, what's going on? So he heard the chatter. King, yeah, you could turn to me. King Bo, what's going on? Tank is the best fighter out of the top three. I disagree. Hamilton Steele, what's going on? Luis Tovar, Jay Lynn, Peace of Bless Queen, how you doing today? Fiend 510, what's going on? I disagree. Gervonta Tank Davis, he has power. He's explosive with his power, right? But he's very versatile, but he's limited. And I'm gonna tell you why. Ex Krypton, what's going on? Because James Roper Davis, what's going on? Romero Harris, what's going on? He's limited in size. Devin Haney is big with that. Devin Haney translates to smaller weight classes, and he translates to bigger weight classes. Tank Davis don't. TC, what's going on? Jalen said, didn't know you was on today. Yeah. Lee Enriquez, what's going on? Max Montañez, Sol McGlennon, what's going on? So that's the difference, right? The difference is Ball Jr., what's going on? The difference is Tank Davis at 5'5" with a 66-inch arm reach. He don't translate to 54. Not going to happen. Pull counter boxing, what's going on? Tank Davis can't go to 154. Devin Haney at 5'8" with a 72-inch arm reach is Floyd Mayweather in size. He translate to 158. I mean, that may be Tiana Scott, Peace of Bless Queen. Yeah, they're not sending out no notifications today. Strong guy, Cyrax, what's going on? Coach 67 Sports TV, what's going on? They're not sending out any of my notifications. None. But it's okay. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes all the way up. So Solomon Overhead, what's going on? So he is the same size. I'm talking about stature as Terrence Crawford. Charlie J, what's going on? Darius Garraway, what's going on? He's the same size I'm talking about in stature. He's 5'8" with a 72-inch arm reach. Terrence Crawford's 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. Right? Antoine Reed, what's going on? And my brother, Emmanuel H, we're gonna have that channel up and going. My nephew is still fixing some things for me. Cedric Trailer, what's going on? Julio Pineda, what's going on? Top Boxing, what's going on? Griff, what's going on? Griff said Haney will never be Mayweather. Why? Because you're speaking from hindsight? You're talking from a place of hindsight. Are you talking from a place of reality? Mr. Blackman, what's going on? And I'm talking about where they are and where they were at 22 years of age. Groundhog Sports Nation, Sin P, what's going on? Or are you talking about hindsight? You're talking about 50-0 Floyd Mayweather, who's a Hall of Famer? We don't know what Devin Haney's career is going to we don't know what Devin Haney's career is going to be because it's still being written. Wayman Davis, what's going on? Henry King, what's going on? Obviously, Floyd Mayweather's book is already written. So don't speak from hindsight. We're talking about hypothetically being in boxing news. My brother, what's going on? You understand? Superman 800, what's going on? DP Rocker, my brother, what's going on? So we talk Henry King, what's going on? Gary was here, what's going on? We can't talk about hindsight because we know Floyd Mayweather never lost. So it's nearly impossible to do what Floyd Mayweather did. Stephen Lamontes Hawkins, what's going on? The Dragon Manifest Show, what's going on? George Townsend, Blake Irvin, so what's going on? So I agree with you there, Griff, because you can't top Floyd Mayweather because he never lost. What can you do? Merck's son, what's going on? Blake Irvin, what's going on? What can you do to top Floyd Mayweather? You can't. He got to go 52-0, have the pay-per-view, make a $1.5 billion, do the pay-per-view. It's almost impossible. But we're talking about Mr. Cool Guy, Southside of Music. What's going on? We're talking about the skill set. The skill set that you see on display. Does it translate to Floyd Mayweather? Yes. Out of anybody, Davidson Henrique, what's going on? Out of anybody, Tone 40, what's going on? Today's time. He's the closest thing that we could say talent-wise would translate to that of what Floyd Mayweather brings to the table. That's what we're talking about. His talent translates to beat your man. What's going on? Romero Harris, what's going on? He said, no, he gets hit too much, bro. See, again, let me inform y'all. Y'all didn't watch Pretty Boy Floyd. John Moore, Ball Jr., what's going on? You didn't watch Pretty Boy Floyd. You said Shakur Stevenson. No, Shakur Stevenson don't move like Floyd Mayweather. Adrian Pittman, Nitty G, my brothers, what's going on? Tony J, what's going on? Shakur Stevenson doesn't move as fluidly as Floyd Mayweather did. He's more in the pocket. He's slick. He can make you miss, but he's more flat-footed than Floyd Mayweather. Devin Haney translate more to Floyd Mayweather. Ron Nobly Barfield, my brother, what's going on? Nelson Armstrong, Benjamin Harrington, Josh Moss, Demetrius Bright, what's going on? What I mean is, Devin Haney can be on his toes more. Shakur Stevenson can, but he's more flat-footed. He's more flat-footed. Cliff Young, what's going on? Devin Haney is more fluid on his flow. He can move. He's slick. You didn't watch Floyd Mayweather. If you say Von Dollar, what's going on? If you watch Floyd Mayweather when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, then you would know that Sherman Callahan was going on, Young Bruce was going on, Carlton Penn was going on. Then you would know Floyd Mayweather when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he got hit a lot because he stayed in the pocket. He was an entertainer. That's why Big Floyd Mayweather Sr. used to say, don't put my son in there with southpaws. Why? Because southpaws used to hit Floyd Mayweather. Southside of Music, my brother in Super Chat, Floyd is Jordan, Haney is Kobe. That's what I'm trying to get at. Exactly. Right? Blake Irvin, brother in the Super Chat. Could we please stop mentioning Ryan Garcia? Yeah, Ryan Garcia brings to the table a very fast hand. Black Media 2628. What's going on? Ryan Garcia is just, he brings the ladies to the sport. He, that type of thing, but hand speed, but he has power. We can't dismiss Ryan Garcia. Stephen Young, my brother in Super Chat, people looking at the wrong things. He don't have the power, but the dedication, skill set, and the will to fight anyone, he's the closest we'll get. This is a fact. And the thing is this. So when we look at power, Claudia Flores, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? No one compares to Floyd. I'm just saying, again, CB Sports TV, my brother Cabarel, Andre Taylor, what's going on? Kenny, what's going on? From Yashiwa, what's going on? Southern T. Boston, my brother, what's going on? I didn't get a notification. Yeah, they didn't send out any of my notifications today. Not one. And they playing games with the stream. If we just had 486 people and it dropped down to 408 people. Yeah, Jalen, Devin Haney doesn't get hit that much. All of a sudden, he got hit with one punch. Don Gilroy, what's going on? Don Gilroy said, Devin is Kobe. What? Nah, son. Yeah, man, what is wrong with y'all, man? What is wrong with y'all? Kobe Bryant career is finished. You don't understand the analogy? We're talking about the analogy. When Kobe Bryant first came in his, he didn't start his first 3 years in his career. The first 3 years in Kobe's career, he didn't even start. Would you say he would have been this version of Kobe Bryant, the Mamba? No. You didn't even know he was going to be that. He didn't even start the first couple of years of his career. So you didn't know what he was going to be. So now we know Kobe Bryant as the Mamba, and the closest thing to Michael Jordan, now we act like, man, he ain't Kobe. You didn't know what Kobe Bryant was going to be when he had the bald head and wearing number 8. You didn't know who he was going to turn out to be. Stop looking at hindsight. Yeah, hindsight tells you Kobe Bryant, you see as the Black Mamba. That's not who we're talking about. Man. Debo the G, Aki Kareem, my brother, what's going on? Cherry Smooth Jr., my brother. Ant Woods, Cuzzo, what's going on with you, Cuzzo? Boss Conversation, my brother Reggie Owens in the building. Go subscribe to my brother, Boss Conversation, Reggie Owens. Reggie dropped the link. Pull Counter Boston, my brother in the super chat. Can I drop my link, Blue? Of course you can, great brother. Of course you can. Beat your man, what's going on? Smash the like button, man. You see they're not sending out my notifications. They're playing with the stream. So smash the like button. Smash the like button. So nobody knew who we didn't know Kobe Bryant was going to be this version of Kobe Bryant. You didn't know that. So please stop. Tony J, you jumping the gun on Haney. Shakur is better. How you know that? Now listen to this. You just said, Lil Scrappy, what's going on, great brother? How you feeling? Moshin Bays, what's going on? You just said I'm jumping the gun on Devin Haney. Shakur is better. Now how you know that? If I'm putting the carriage before the horse with Devin Haney, then wouldn't you be putting the carriage before the horse with Shakur Stevenson? You don't know that. Shakur Stevenson hasn't fought the level of opposition that Devin Haney's fought. So you don't know that. Tate Brown, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Sab 1, what's going on? G Smith 973, what's going on? Chris B, Jaquez, what's going on? Marky Dan 123, my brother, what's going on? Unbiased opinion, what's going on? Refeed 00, what's going on? Christopher Johnson, what's going on? Blackface Sports TV with TJ, my brother, what's going on? Journeyman, what's going on? So if I'm putting the carriage before the horse with Devin Haney, then aren't you putting the carriage before the horse with Shakur Stevenson? Eric Pryor, what's going on? You said, man, you putting the carriage before the horse with Devin Haney. Shakur's better. How would you know that? JB220, what's going on? Dice Creek Deep, what's going on? How would you know that? Brooklyn Life, what's going on? Jesus Morales, what's going on? Jesse R, what's going on? Because Devin Haney's fought better opposition. Devin Haney has fought twice in his career. He's fought 3 division world champions and 2 dudes that's Olympic gold medalists. Josh Morse, what's going on? And beat them both. He outclassed both of them. The only time he had a hiccup is when he got caught by Jorge Linares in the pocket. Chris B, brother in the super chat, people knocking Haney for taking a hard punch from a hard puncher and stayed on his feet. Exactly. And how would you know? We don't know that. George Townsend said, you scared of, Gravy Davy, what's going on, great brother? Paul Ruffin, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Not to change the subject, but Antoine Russell looked good this weekend. He didn't look good. He looked great. Sleep with one eye open. What's going on? Jordan Maverick, Los Angeles Lakers. What's going on? He didn't look good. He looked great. And Adrian Broner didn't even give him that fight. That's me. What's going on? Adrian Broner needs to give him that fight. I want to see it. Steadfast, what's going on? I want to see it. Adrian Broner needs to give him that fight. I'm pushing for it. DJ, what's going on? Boxing Truth Serum, what's going on? I'm pushing for that. That needs to happen. Hamilton Steel, what's going on? That needs to happen ASAP. ASAP. We got 233 likes and we got 500 people here. I'll wait. That's me. What's going on? So we got 500 people here, 530 people now, and we got 200 likes. So I'll wait. You already know that they're not sending out the notifications. So instead of us trying to participate, we see that they're not sending out the notifications, that we're just going to sit and watch as well. No, let's get the likes up. Smash the like button. We should be at 500 likes. Kevin Thomas, what's going on? Retro Rod TV, my brother in the super chat. Big brother, you see Jared Anderson on Wilder, where they make these dudes at. I didn't even see it, man. Somebody sent it to me, and I didn't even get to read it, great brother. Somebody sent it to me. I didn't get to see it. I'll check it out. Retro Rod TV. Send it to me in my inbox. I think somebody, I don't remember who sent it to me, but I didn't get to see it, man. But I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all, man. You see, that's the thing, right? We get tied up with these things, man. We get tied up where we let them tell us what to think, and because they push the narrative so much, we start to take it as truth. My brother Emmanuel H in the super chat dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute Blue, kings and queens in the chat. Let's make this simple. Haney has the makings and blueprint to become Pretty Boy Floyd. That skill at his age is insane. People got to keep that in mind. Rumble, young man, rumble. That's a fact. That's what I'm trying to say. We looking at it from hindsight. We mentioned Floyd Mayweather and Devin Haney, and all of a sudden they're Gravy Davy, what's going on? No way, he ain't Floyd Mayweather. Stop talking about hindsight. We're talking about at this gesture in his career, and we know Floyd Mayweather had more power than he did. We know that already. My brother Paul Ruffin in the super chat dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Not to change the subject, but I read that one already. So I missed one. No shot, Bucko 69. What's going on? Ben Girardi, what's going on? Yeah, smash the like button, people. Get the likes up, man. Saeed Gore, my brother. Von Dollar, what's going on? We see they're not sending out the notifications. It just was 550 people and then dropped down to 490. Klotz, what's going on, great brother? Because they're playing with the stream, man. Shakato Smith, what's going on? Marky Dan 123, my brother in the super chat. He said, but why Gary Russell only fight once a year? I have no clue. Capone 10K, what's going on? They say, hey, listen, I'm going to sit here and wait until we get the likes up to 500. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. They already playing with the stream and we're going to add to it. No, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. They're already playing with the stream and y'all going to sit there. Facts Over Fiction, what's going on? Trey Rob Eastside, what's going on? Corey Sowers, what's going on? Amazing, man. And we'll just sit there and look at the stream. You see that they're playing with the stream. They not sending out notifications. And instead of us participating so they can't continue on to do this, we just continue to let it go. Because we'll rather just sit and watch instead of participating. Brian C., what's going on? Frequent Fire RC, Winter Soldier, what's going on? Adrian Vet, what's going on, great brother? GB Lifetime Videos, Charlie J, what's going on? Smash the like button, man. I don't know why Gary Russell fights once a year. Brian Chenault Jr., what's going on? My brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. Go subscribe to my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. Keon dropped that link. You already know. Dominic Hicks, what's going on? Albert Harper, what's going on? Where you going?
Today.
For what?
I gotta get something for Stella.
Nathaniel Gray, what's going on, huh?
And what?
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Rampage Jackson, what's going on? Jesus Morales, what's going on? My brother Emmanuel H in the super chat. He said, I'm confused, Blue. When we start discrediting our own... Yeah. Oh, man. When we start discrediting our young kings that's trying to be great, the young brother chasing one of the GOAT and the GOAT stamped him. This is a fact. It's a fact, man. I don't understand. Capital Khan, what's going on? Juan Thadi, what's going on? Neil X Davis, what's going on? Adam Hernandez, what's going on? My brother, Batman, John Page in the building in the super chat. He said, because Mayweather is blocking him, that's why. So he said Floyd Mayweather is blocking Gary Russell Jr. from getting the fight. Simon Carl, what's going on? Well, I'm going to tell you this, my brother Batman. this is the thing. He need to make that known publicly. He got to do something about it. He can't just sit on his hands. Alfonso Hernandez, what's going on? He needs to go on every platform and let it be known. This is what's going on. Because his stature is big enough where he could do this on his own. And you know how many networks and platforms would love to have the longest reigning champion, Mr. Gary Russell Jr.? He need to make it be known. He can't sit quiet. Closed mouths don't get fed. So if that's the case, is Jay, what's going on? If that to be the case, then he need to let it be known. He need to make some moves. Just like we say with Terrence Crawford. It's time for him to start rattling the trees until the coconuts start falling. Or otherwise, he ain't going to eat. Period. Because what's the point in staying there now? Because he ain't eating now. So it's not even like he don't want to ruffle any feathers because he don't want to, because he ain't eating right now. So he might as well just go ahead and let it be known. Listen, this is what's taking place behind the scenes, man. I need to get up out of here. Period. Jonathan Simon, my brother in Super Chat. What's up, Blue? And the chat, I believe at their young stages, Haney has a behavior jab, then has a heavier. I said behavior. Wow. At this stage, Haney has a heavier jab than Pretty Boy Floyd, and Floyd was a better puncher at 130, 135. No doubt. No doubt. And Floyd jab was heavy too. Jay Vinci, what's going on? Jeremy 2684, what's going on? That's his brother that said that, no shot. Debo the God, my brother in the Super Chat. Devin Haney is Bill Haney when he was undisputed. Huh? Money Mitch Champ, what's going on? He needed to let it be known, Batman. Slick P, my brother, what's going on? He need to let it be known, my brother Batman back in the Super Chat. He said, then they take it out of my little brothers. We good. No, see, that's the thing. Wawa 930 2010. What's going on? And that's the thing, Batman. You can't let that happen. You got to move collectively. Prince Blizzard, what's going on? 1111, what's going on? He got to move collectively. He the one. Actually, your dad is the one, and you know y'all older, so y'all paved the way. But he's the one right now at the top of it, and he need to move, and everybody need to move accordingly. Man, what's going on? And then he get up out of there, and everybody goes because their talent speak for itself. So it don't matter if they with if they with this company, or this company. Their talent speak for itself. They can't sit on the shelf. It's impossible. Our top 10, what's going on? Jack Third, what's going on? It's impossible. Gerald Johnson, what's going on? It's impossible. Their talent speak. We saw what Gary Antoine Russell did this past weekend. That can't sit on the shelf. That can't sit on the shelf because the talent itself is going to come out, regardless if they want to or not. Innovative Sports, what's going on? Collectively, as a group, they can't allow that to sit on the shelf. Absolutely not. Castro Carrillo, what's going on? Then y'all need to go get with Eddie Hearn. Dog Kent 718, what's going on? Peter Atkins, what's going on? Pink Boxing TV, what's going on? I'm going to tell you why. Then y'all need to move and get with Eddie Hearn. I'm going to tell you why. D's N, what's going on? I'm going to tell you why. Because Eddie Hearn don't care. Alexander Wright, what's going on? Shante L, what's going on? Eddie Hearn don't care. Eddie Hearn, if one of his fighters is being frozen out, Eddie Hearn gonna tell the world from the mountaintops, hey, they freezing this dude out. Mad Kappa, what's going on? They freezing this dude out. Rose Black, what's going on? I am Lori Baby, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Hey, they freezing him out. Alfonso Hernandez, what's going on? Why he can't fight? Because they freezing him out. Like Eddie Hearn put Bob Arum out there. Hey, man. Oh, you know what? Remember that interview? Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., what's going on, Young King? Remember, No G's, what's going on? Remember, Juice Room, what's going on? Remember when Bob Arum said that about the franchise title with Devin Haney and Eddie Hearn put him on the spot right then and there. Before Vasyl Lomachenko fought, now it didn't work because it still happened. But Devin Haney got his belt. Why? Leon Sterling, what's going on? Denny McDonald, what's going on? Because Yvonne Noah, what's going on? Because here's the thing, right? Remember, Eddie Hearn said, before the Luke Campbell-Lomachenko fight, he said, y'all going to petition for the franchise belt if Luke Campbell loses the fight. And it's a shame because Devin Haney not going to get his opportunity. And then Bob Arum couldn't help himself. Because, see, Eddie Hearn put him out there for the world to see. And Bob Arum forgot. And he said, Bryant Overage, what's going on? And he said, well, that is not our fault. Devin Haney signed with the wrong promotional company. Dun, 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 dun. Kamuda Wellington, what's going on? So we knew right then and there that Lomachenko wasn't trying to fight Devin Haney, who was his mandatory. Before we already knew before Marmar was going on. We already knew before he even fought Luke Campbell, if he was going to win, he wasn't going to fight Devin Haney. Antoine Reed was going on because Bob Arum already put it out there. So Jet Ski, what's going on? So Batman, this is what I'm gonna tell you. Vanilla Ice 510, what's going on? So this is what I'm gonna tell you, Batman. Y'all need to pack up and exit stage left collectively. Let me tell you something. Ain't no promoter trying to lose all that talent. See, this is what and Juan Thadi, what's going on? And I'm just gonna give you my take. Let me tell you something. Titus Kent, what's going on? Y'all gotta use your leverage. The leverage needs to be used. It's too much talent collectively to be lost. You follow what I'm saying? It's too much talent collectively to be lost. Briggs Martin, what's going on? Ain't no way nobody letting everybody pack up all that talent at this stage and just in their career with the future as bright as it is and exit stage left. Not happening. So now what needs to happen is, okay, so this is what's going to happen. Y'all going to feed everybody or we going to eat at another table? Plain and simple. Everybody's going to eat or we're going to move to another table. Plain and simple. And we need reassurance. What's our reassurance? We need him to eat first with this fight, and then, okay, we'll follow suit. Because we ain't going to start eating, and then he still ain't eating like he should be eating. No, as a collective, we all going to move and eat together, or we not eating here at this restaurant, period. We going to a different table. That's the way it got to go. But you got to do it publicly. Listen, we going to Blue Blood Sports TV. We going to 7-8 Sports TV. We going to Champ Side. We going to Barbershop Conversations. We going to Boxing Ego. We going to Dante Boxing Nation. We going on the tour. We going on the tour, baby. We going on the tour. What's the holdup? The holdup is this. I can't eat because I said this about this man, and this man don't like what I said. And so now he's holding me accountable for words I said, don't want to put his fighters in there, so on and so forth. And so I'm not eating. So none of us is eating. All this talent is sitting on the shelf. Man, so there's going to be change. Change going to come. Solo Production, my brother in the Super Chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He said fans should watch press conferences instead of just watching the fight. Devin and his team wanted to fight in the pocket more. He's going to take big shots, of course. But if he was all defense, it's boring, right? Hashtag Boogeyman. That's a fact. If he move around and box like he did against Yuriorkis Gamboa, then guess what? He's boring. Sugar Fantastic, my brother in the Super Chat, as usual. He said, salute, Blue Blood. Most consistent, hashtag LDBC, hashtag Bomb Squad. Salute to my great brother. Lavelle Patterson, what's going on? My brother Batman back in the building in the Super Chat. If I was driving the car, I would have been left. That's a fact. I already know. I could tell from your frustration. Gio James, Khalil 98, what's going on? Jose Villanueva, what's going on? 650 people. 650 people. And we got 400 likes. Michael Booker, what's going on? David Freeman, what's going on? We got 650 people and we got 400 likes. Detroit, what's going on? I'm sick of all these mofos. Victor Mack, Ronaldo Lopez, what's going on? Real Talk, Guard Your Grill, what's going on? Kenneth Wise, what's going on? Get the likes all the way up, man. They not sending out the notifications, and we just choose not to participate. We're going to help them. We're going to help them. We're going to participate with them. That's what we're going to do. My brother Drew Titan in the building. What's going on? Go subscribe to my brother Drew Titan. Calvin Holmes, what's going on? Drew, drop the link. Jake Hickeg, what's going on? So we're gonna participate. They don't send out the notifications, so we participate with them. New Jersey, what's going on? David Scott III, Kenneth Pinkney, what's going on? Smash the like button, people. Yeah, you're not gonna get it. And Travis Pugh, what's going on? Jordan Ware, what's going on? Black Art 11, what's going on? And so the people don't want to participate on top of it. Jafari Caesar, what's going on? Exactly, Saeed Gore. That's what I'm saying. You use the talent around you. Nobody's gonna listen. It's just like this. Right now, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Luka Doncic. If the five of them right now just said, "Listen, we're not playing basketball right now." Right now, if the five of them just said, "We're not playing basketball right now until this, and this happens with the NBA," because you think the NBA with the playoffs as it is, they're going to try to take some money out of their pockets. Jonathan Wilson, what's going on? But if you say, okay, that's no problem because we'll collectively eat together. So you take, let's say they say, oh, we're going to take 200,000 out of each of y'all pockets. Okay, so then y'all use the resource around you and put the 200,000 back. You said, okay, I'll put 25,000. You put 25,000. You put 25,000. You understand? We collectively as a group, and they see you can still eat. They're not trying to do that because you taking more money out of their pockets than they taking out of yours. Talking boxing, D-Lac. What's going on? My brother L Dub Boxing in the building. Go subscribe to my brother L Dub Lawrence Williams, man. Go subscribe to my brother L Dub Boxing. Drop the link. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we must do. Anthony Rubio, what's going on? Robert Quinn, what's going on? So my thing is, with Devin Haney, right? So smash the like button, man. That amazes me, man. I got to keep telling y'all that, man. We should have 700 likes right now. And show them that they can't, it ain't going to work. Boxing MMA 365, what's going on? Yeah, they're not sending out no notification. Our top 10, what's going on? They're just not. They're just refusing to do it. But it's all good. That's why I tell y'all, Tune, what's going on? Antoine Wright, what's going on? Smash the like button. Let's work and let's make it happen. On a holiday. We working on a holiday. I'm dolo in the house. Everybody's barbecuing. Everybody's eating. Everybody's doing everything. Except me and the wife. I kept the wife back because I got to work. I could just go hang out with the wife. Y'all don't want to smash the like button. Don't want to smash the like button. Don't want to. You ain't no love for Blue Blood. Let me go hang out with the wife then. Steven Lubera, what's going on? Hard body J Timo, my brother, what's going on? Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in the house. Bernard Byers Jr., what's going on? Y'all don't want to participate? Let me go hang out with the wife then. You know what I mean? Dedrick Carter, my brother, what's going on? Appreciate you. Stu Baby Love TV, what's going on? Joel Horter, what's going on? So, Harlem Mike, Full of Hunger Boxing, what's going on? Jude 12, Jose Villanueva, what's going on? Travis Touchdown, Raphael Harmon, Frankie TKO1 Boxing, what's going on, great brother? Posey, Fam, Bully Posey, what's going on, great brother? Appreciate you. So, yeah, Jabari Bath, what's going on? So now, yeah, smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes all the way up. So, so Devin Haney, right? He definitely has the abilities. Now let's talk about this fight with Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. You're not going to see the same version of Devin Haney against Teofimo Lopez that you saw against Jorge Linares. We got to understand the sport of boxing, understand what we're looking at. Kareem Ebanks, my brother. Chris Kahi, what's going on? Get the likes to 700, my peoples. Enormous Giant Clothing Company, what's going on? Get the likes up to 700, my peoples. Support the channel, donate to the channel, support the grind. Let's work. Get the likes up, man. So, so Devin Haney, we got to understand boxing. The version of Floyd Mayweather that we saw that fought Sylvester Stallone in 2011. What's going on, great brother? The version of Floyd Mayweather that we saw against Miguel Cotto wasn't the version of Floyd Mayweather you saw against Manny Pacquiao. The version of Floyd Mayweather you saw against Marcos Maidana in the first fight ain't the same version of Floyd Mayweather you saw against Marcos Maidana in the second fight. The version, Black Rain, what's going on? The version of Floyd Mayweather, it's just different. Terrence Crawford, the version of Terrence Crawford you saw with Victor Postile is not the version of Terrence Crawford you saw against Yuriorkis Gamboa and against Igor Kavalauskas. The version you saw against Terrence Crawford versus Jose Benavidez Jr. is not the same version of Terrence Crawford that you saw against Jeff Horn, right? For smart bodies, this is what they do. This is what they do. Wayne's World, my brother in Super Chat. Blue said, I got to work. Yeah, the grind don't stop. The grind don't stop, Great King. Appreciate you in the Super Chat, Wayne's World. Much love to you. I am Lori Baby. Peace and blessings to you, Queen, in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. She said, hey, Blue, Crawford wasted too much time with top-ranked boxing. Haney got hurt 1-2 times in the fight, and now he ain't ready for Lopez. BS. I got Spence over Manny. My thoughts. I agree everything you just said. Johnny Q, what's going on? Renee Bashian, my brother Renee in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Renee Bashian. Renee, drop the link. I agree with everything you just said. He wasted too much time with Terrence Crawford. He absolutely did. With top rank, Devin Haney did get buzzed twice in the fight. Once very noticeably in the 10th round. And he is ready for Teofimo Lopez. And I got Errol Spence over Manny Pacquiao as well. Yeah, he ain't got no love for blue blood, man. Get the likes to 700, the chosen one. What's going on? Floyd. So Errol Spence, the version of Errol Spence against Mikey Garcia. Was that the same version of Errol Spence you saw against Sean Porter? No. The great ones have the ability to show you different styles. They have so many different tools in the toolbox. Okay. So why do you expect? See, we have to stop this. Rick 8843, what's going on? We immediately say, Roseblack say we must not like Lopez. I'm talking about what Devin Haney is going to bring to the table, and you saying I don't like Teofimo Lopez. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Capadonna 24, my brother, what's going on? How did you get me explaining to you, Tour World, what's going on? Me explaining that Devin Haney is not going to be that same. You didn't even let me get to Teofimo Lopez, brother. You didn't even let me get there. Alejandro Zanuga, what's going on? I'm talking about, I said from Floyd Mayweather to Terrence Crawford to Errol Spence, and you said, I didn't even get to nothing else. And you said, man, you must not like Teofimo Lopez. I'm sorry, but I didn't know Teofimo Lopez is on the same level as Floyd Mayweather, Errol Spence, and Terrence Crawford right now. Pablo Escobar, what's going on? Logan Nick, what's going on? P. McGoslin, what's going on? You didn't even let me get to what I was saying before you jumped to it and put the carriage before the horse and said, I don't like Teofimo Lopez. You didn't even let me get to my point because I was going to mention Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Tank Davis, and a few other fighters. But let me get to my point before you put the carriage before the horse. We deal with facts over feelings over here. Anah Israel, what's going on? C. Cut, what's going on? We deal with facts over feelings, great brother. Underground Asylum, what's going on? L. Harper Jr., what's going on? Relax. See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all be too emotionally tied to one fighter. See me grow. What's going on? Be emotionally tied to the sport of boxing. It'll get you much further. Then you can understand. Then you can understand. James, what's going on? Remove your feelings from it. Attach facts to it. Lion of Judah, what's going on? Tour World, what's going on? Let's deal with facts over feelings and relax. Relax. So I'm saying that the version of Devin Haney that you see is not going to, against Jorge Linares, is not going to be the same version. He showed you different versions of himself, different fashions of himself. Right? Main event Mark, my brother, what's going on? My brother, main event Mark in the building. And so let me explain something to you. It's just like everybody came here. When I picked Teofimo Lopez to beat Lomachenko, everybody was, oh, you don't know boxing. You don't know this. So where was you then? When I was picking Teofimo Lopez to win every fight, including the Lomachenko fight, where was you then? Because I didn't see none of y'all coming here saying I ain't like Teofimo Lopez at that point in time. When I was one of the only people on here that picked Teofimo Lopez to beat Lomachenko. And I said he's going to beat Lomachenko handedly. How many people did you hear on social media or on YouTube say that Teofimo Lopez is going to handedly beat Lomachenko besides me? Go ahead, I'll wait. Because you're so quick to tell me something, right? And to tell me I'm one-sided. Shamar Rasham Shalom, what's going on, great brother? Stephen Libera, what's going on? So go ahead. Now you're so quick to tell me I didn't like Teofimo Lopez. Now go ahead and tell me, did you hear me say that? Or you conveniently missed out on that part? You conveniently missed out on that. Edgar Valencia, what's going on? Scant Rants, what's going on? See, because while your favorite channels, Taylor for Wealth, what's going on, that like to be Teofimo Lopez fans, hindsight, Isaiah Ray, what's going on? Why they like to, Stephen Taylor, what's going on? Why they like to, now all of a sudden, you got all these place platforms and everywhere Teofimo Lopez go, they putting a camera in his face and everybody fans of Teofimo Lopez. Right? But guess what? Bluebird was the first one saying that he going to beat Lomachenko handily. You ain't seen none of these other channels saying that. Because you know what they said? Bronze Squad Inc., what's going on? You know what they told you? Anti-Von, what's going on? Oh, Bluebird didn't know what he was talking about. Because why? At that time, Lomachenko was a pound-for-pound king. He was the Matrix. And I said, Teofimo Lopez is going to beat him because Teofimo Lopez, stylistically, his athletic ability, his power is being overlooked. And everybody told me I only knew about Teofimo Lopez. Oh, I didn't know nothing about boxing. I just didn't like Lomachenko. But then it was just I didn't like Lomachenko. See how that works? Elia Layla, what's going on? Trigger Treat, my brother in the super chat. Blue, what's up, great brother? Man, it's always going to be standing united or falling divided. I agree. The man we eat or get another table. Keep cooking, bro. That's a fact. That's a fact, Trigger Treat. Texas Hard, what's going on? So nobody remember that, though. Now I get all these people coming here. Oh, Blue don't like Teofimo Lopez. Where was y'all when I picked him to beat Lomachenko and y'all was all on the Lomachenko train? Millie Blood, what's going on? Jermaine Bean, what's going on? Where was everybody then? I didn't see none of these people. Gabriel Puree, what's going on? Jermaine Bean, my brother in the super chat. He said, I still don't think Teo makes the Haney fight. Teo will price himself out. I don't think Teo will price himself out. I think they're going to say Devin Haney priced himself out. Mark Jarrell Milo. Hope I said your name right, great brother. I tried. So where was all these people at? Nowhere to be found. Now everybody's a Teofimo Lopez fan after he beat Lomachenko, but the person that picked him to beat Lomachenko don't like him. Amazing. But y'all picked against him, against Lomachenko. I didn't. I picked him to beat Lomachenko. Most people picked Lomachenko against him. Now they're all fans of him because, see, it was an upset to them. Wow, they couldn't believe Teofimo Lopez upset Vasil Lomachenko. It wasn't an upset to me because I picked him to beat Lomachenko. Run tell that. Ahmad is Ahmad, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Richard Salas, what's going on? Amazing, man. Couldn't even finish what I was saying. Oh, man, you don't like to. Didn't even know what I was talking about. Steve Mega, what's going on, great brother? Amazing, man. You don't like Teofimo Lopez. Huh? Somebody got to win the fight and somebody going to lose unless it's a draw. And then guess what? More than likely, they're going to do it again so somebody could win and somebody could lose. Hugo Pagoda said Haney is weak. Let me ask you a question. Because I see a lot of people continue to say Devin Haney don't have power. And smash the like button, man. We got 730 people. We should have 730 likes. Smash the like button. 730 people. Let's get 730 likes. We need to be working on the K. Moses King, what's going on? Jay Vice, what's going on? So let me say this. How many knockouts do Tyson Fury have? Because I see people always talking about Devin Haney don't have no power. Alexander Pollock, what's going on? Tony Ramsey, what's going on? Devin Haney don't have no power. He don't have no power. He don't have no power. How many knockouts do Tyson Fury have in the heavyweight division? 6'9", 270 pounds, 70 plus pounds. How many knockouts do we have in his career? Triumphant, what's going on? How many people? He's 6'9", 270 plus pounds. How many knockouts do we have in his career? Willie Sams, what's going on? Jabson Gaming, what's going on? Exactly, Reggie. Exactly, Reggie. Deuce 888, what's going on, great brother? Stephen Libera said 15. Devin Haney has more knockouts in his career than Tyson Fury does. Uh-oh. I'll say it again. Devin Haney has more knockouts than a 6'9", 270-pound fighter. Did you know that? Did you know that? Devin Haney has more knockouts in his career than 6'9", 270-plus pound Tyson Fury. Did you know that? And Tyson Fury's a heavyweight. Aaron Stinson, my brother in the super chat. Did they see Lenore's face after the fight? No, they missed that. Because the only thing they was focusing on was the 10th round. 5 seconds left in the 10th round. And on Vital Sports. What's going on? Did you know that? Mr. Z Machino, what's going on? My brother DB in the building. Go subscribe to my brother DB. Jose David, what's going on? DB, drop that link, great brother. You already know. Scant Rants 1, what's going on? So did y'all know that? That Devin Haney had more knockouts in his career than Tyson Fury does? So Tyson Fury has a combined 4 knockouts. Anthony DeJaney, what's going on? 4. 4 knockouts in his career. I don't hear nobody saying he can't be successful. Riptide Q, what's going on? Joshua Sawyer, what's going on? Herbert Freeman, what's going on? Matthias AXB, what's going on? I don't hear nobody say he ain't successful. Who says that Tyson Fury can't be successful? Jose Davis said, according to BoxRec, he has 21. No, he has 21 total, meaning TKOs and stoppages and things of that nature. That's accumulation. That's not power. That's work rate. That's not power. Kenny, my brother in the super chat, Fury picks on cruiserweights. Facts. And he was dropped by a cruiserweight. So he was dropped by Deontay Wilder. He was dropped by a cruiserweight and Steve Cunningham. But I ain't hearing nobody saying Tyson Fury don't have no chin. I never heard nobody say Tyson Fury don't have a chin. He was dropped by a cruiserweight. I never heard him say he didn't have a chin. Francion Arcelius, what's going on? Panama Jack, what's going on? Pia Diz, what's going on? Frank P, what's going on? I never heard one person say Tyson Fury is chinny. Did you ever hear that? He was dropped by a cruiserweight. By a cruiserweight. And nearly stopped. Did you hear somebody ever say he don't have a chin? He's chinny. The Zoomverse, what's going on? Never heard him say that. Did you see Devin Haney hit the deck? BJ Boynton, what's going on? Did anybody see Devin Haney hit the deck? Show of hands how many people saw Devin Haney on the deck, flat on his back. How many people? Bugatti Biggs, what's going on? How many people saw Devin Haney flat on his back in the fight? Didn't see it, huh? But he's chinny. He ain't got no chin and no power. So you saw Tyson Fury on the deck against a cruiserweight with 4 knockouts at 6'9", 270 plus pounds. Nobody says that about him. How come we saw Vasyl Lomachenko hurt multiple times against Teofimo Lopez? We saw Vasyl Lomachenko on the deck against the same version of Jorge Linares, that's very same Jorge Linares. We saw Vasyl Lomachenko unofficially dropped by Gary Russell. It should have been a knockdown. We saw him dropped by Gary Russell, but they didn't count it, right? We saw Vasyl Lomachenko hurt multiple times by pillow-fisted Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell, who dropped Ryan Garcia and hurt Lomachenko at least 3 times in the fight. How come nobody ever say he's chinny? How come nobody says he's chinny? How come nobody says he's chinny? Money in the Ghetto, what's going on? My brother Solo Production in Super Chat. Blue, what's your take on the franchise title Tio has? Is he officially, in your opinion? No, absolutely not. Truth Hurt Bad, what's going on? Robert Brown, what's going on? Absolutely not. The SS Family, what's going on? That franchise title is a false title. It should have never been introduced to the sport of boxing at all whatsoever. And guess what, people? Did y'all see that they tried to introduce it to Canelo Alvarez once again? But ironically, he turned down the franchise. Alfonso Hernandez, what's going on? He turned down the franchise title when it was Avenue Durham. So they offered Canelo Alvarez the franchise title immediately after he beat Caleb Smith. Immediately, the WBC brought Canelo Alvarez the franchise title immediately. So he didn't have to fight no mandatories. Isn't that called paving the way for him? They're paving the way for him to make sure he don't have no tough fights. Isn't that something? And guess what? He turns down the franchise title and said, just give me Avenue Durham. Amazing. When it was Jamal Charlo, he accepted it. When it was Avenue Durham, he turned it down. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? How many people you saw talking about that? Max Sullivan, what's going on? How many people knew about that and told you about that? Outside of your boy Blue, once again, y'all not hearing me, man. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me, man. Y'all don't show me no love, not smashing the like button. We should be at 1,000 likes right now. Y'all don't show your boy Blue no love. What's going on? Dean Smith, what's going on? Darius Ewan, what's going on? Y'all not hearing me, man. Jeremy Hauser, what's going on? So here we have a 22-year-old kid that's 135 pounds, and we talking about he ain't got no power. Showing you all his boxing skills. So he show you versatility on his toes, outboxing Gamboa, slipping, ducking, outboxing Gamboa. Rise 12 Tribe, what's going on? Grow Music, what's going on? And what we focusing on? Well, he ain't got no power. Okay, so he's standing in the pocket with Linares, who's one of the biggest punchers at 130, 135. In all his 126, all the weight classes he won championships at, except he went outside of his weight class. The 140 was too much for him, and he got stopped. So he came back down. Dropped Vasyl Lomachenko with the same punch he buzzed Devin Haney with. He dropped Lomachenko with the same punch he buzzed Devin Haney with. But we act like, instead of us saying, hey, man, D. Bailey, what's going on? X the Realist X, what's going on? Instead of us saying, hey, man, Linares could punch. No, we want to say Devin Haney don't have a chin and don't have power. Linares can punch, people. Hello? How about just saying Linares packs a punch? Because this ain't the first time we saw him buzz and rock people. Taylor for Wealth, my brother in the super chat, he said, Devin is pretty boy Floyd. Anyone disagree with this? Never watched Floyd in his youth. Devin boxing style is pure and meant to last. He beat a vet. This is a fact. This is a fact. See, Taylor for Wealth, see, this is the thing. They'll tell you, see, because everybody's talking from hindsight. Big Lake Show, what's going on? David the Real Thomas, what's going on? Everybody's talking from hindsight. Everybody's talking from a place of Floyd Mayweather that we know now. Jamal Barbie, what's going on? Chris B, what's going on? They're talking from a place of Floyd Mayweather that we know now. They're not talking from a place of Floyd Mayweather when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, because most people don't even remember that. Rodrigo, what's going on? They don't remember Floyd Mayweather getting hit and pieced up when he was the Pretty Boy Floyd. Why? It wasn't because he couldn't be defensive. It was because he chose to stand in the pocket and stand his ground and be exciting. There you go, 619 Cali Factor. What's going on? So when Devin Haney showed you the ability to outbox Gamboa, right? You said he was boring. So then he stayed in the pocket. When you stay in the pocket, you're going to get clipped. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Floyd Mayweather. I don't care if you're Pernell Whitaker. I don't care if you're his name is slipping my mind. But I don't care who you are. You stay in the pocket. You're Muhammad Ali. You're gonna get clipped. You're Floyd Mayweather. You're gonna get clipped. You're Pernell Whitaker. You're gonna get clipped. You're Wilfredo Benitez. You're gonna get clipped. You're gonna get clipped if you stay in the pocket. Period. B1 and Dub, what's going on? You stand in the pocket long enough, you will get clipped. Bottom line. And he got clipped. He got clipped for trying to excite you. But instead of y'all being, man, this dude is exciting. No, y'all want to say he ain't got no chin. Huh? Instead of saying Lenore, yeah, that's right. Denzel Horton. Guillermo Rigondeaux, one of the best defensive fighters in the world. He got clipped and dropped by Nonito Donaire in his fight. In that fight, that last fight, remember Guillermo Rigondeaux tried to stay in the pocket after the Lomachenko fight, and that dude started clipping him, boop, boop, and his legs started doing this. All of a sudden, that's 550J, what's going on? All of a sudden, he started fighting from a distance, right? He started fighting from a distance. Juan Alonzo, he said the boy is weak. Okay, Juan Alonzo, tell me who your favorite fighter is. And put him in the ring with him. Pat Cannon, what's going on? Put your favorite fighter in the ring with him. See how it plays out. Miguel Cotto's brother almost knocked out Canelo Alvarez. Most people don't remember that, though, do they? Percy Moore, my brother in Super Chat. Oh, they hear you, Blue. They just don't want to accept the facts. Y'all hit the like button and people wipe your feet before you enter. Hashtag facts over feelings. For sure. Appreciate you, great brother. Bobo, my brother in the Super Chat. He said, as far as 26 under, Anus, Russell, Colbert are the class of their division. I'll take them versus the other 26 and unders in boxing, hands down. Christopher Colbert was clipped in his fight by Titus Williams. Solo Production, my brother back in the Super Chat. He said, prime example, Zab caught Pretty Boy a few times. Haney will be great in the future. This is a fact, but they don't remember that, though. No, you know what it is, Solo Productions? They're going to tell you, yeah, but Jorge Linares ain't Zab Judah. That's right. That's what they're going to tell you. Because Jorge Linares is not a 3-division world champion. That's right. Zab was knocked out by Costa Zoo. Zab was knocked out by what's his name? Carlos Baldomir. Does that mean Zab is not a good fighter? Jameson Childress, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that. Dub! on your boy Blue in the super chat. Whether it's Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, or Devin Haney, the technical fighters never get their praise they deserve in their career. Shaking my head. This is a fact. Dark Venom 16, what's going on? Floyd Mayweather was clipped by Emmanuel Augustus. He was clipped by DeMarcus Corley. He was clipped by Zab Judah. He was clipped by Shane Mosley. He was clipped by Marcos Madonna. Slow, lethargic Marcos Madonna clipped him badly. He mistimed the pull counter, right? Manny Pacquiao didn't even have nowhere near the success Marcos Madonna did in both fights. The great Smooth Groove Boxing, what's going on? The great Manny Pacquiao didn't have nowhere near the success. Diego Corrales didn't have nowhere near the success. These great fighters didn't have nowhere near the success Marcos Madonna did against Floyd Mayweather. So what does that tell you? Pay me on. Kennard Williams, what's going on? What does that tell you? That tells you that it's Floyd Mayweather. It just like it tells you Devin Haney chose to stand in the pocket with Jorge Linares. He didn't have to. Prada Pierre, my brother in Super Chat, calls didn't stop Zab, but he did hurt him and won the 1 in 12 round decision. Yeah. No, I'm saying he dropped. Did I say he stopped him? Sorry about that. I stand corrected. Ken Broadwater, what's going on? Jordan Maverick, Los Angeles Lakers, what's going on? Hard body JT, when my brother said it's a fight, you're going to get hit. Exactly. And the thing is, he chose to stand in the pocket and make it more what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Suspenseful, right? He stood in the pocket to build the suspense, right? Recon Troy, what's going on? And y'all still don't want it. I mean, it's amazing. Errol Spence stays in the pocket with Sean Porter because he was exposed. Errol Spence boxed Mikey Garcia on the outside is because he didn't want to get hit by Mikey Garcia. Errol Spence moves in and out against Danny Garcia is because Danny Garcia. When we always got an excuse. But then when you get two fighters that just standing in front of each other trading, you want to jump for joy and say this is what you want. But then when you get Deontay Wilder knocking everybody out and knocking everybody down he ever faced, well then he's not exciting because he can't box. You see how this works? You see how this works? It don't work. That's why you got me today. It don't work no more. You can't get away with it no more. It don't work no more. It don't work no more. No, we're not hearing that no more. Shamar Rasham Shalom, my brother in the super chat. He said, let's be real. I love Zab, but his career isn't what Linares' career is, period. And Haney shouldn't be judged for getting stunned by a knockout artist. This is a fact. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. Nate Morrell, what's going on? This is a fact. Smash the like button, people. Instead of us saying, giving props to Jorge Linares, this dude has 47 fights. No, he has a total of 53 fights. He has 29 knockouts in his career. But we're going to act like he don't have power. Jorge Linares has more knockouts than Devin Haney has fights. I'm going to say it again. Jorge Linares, Abdul Brooklyn, what's going on? Jorge Linares has more knockouts than Devin Haney has fights. Zelly 1327, what's going on, great brother? Where you been at? Prada Pierre, my brother in the super chat. Once again, Haney has an awesome jab, and I was impressed with how polished Devin looks at such a young age. This is a fact. Oh, but they're going to learn. As he grows, you're going to see. See, his talent is going to start to separate himself because, again, he's not going to take these punches all the time. And again, let me say this again. That punch came at 5 seconds left in the round. He slipped. It was a 6-punch combination that he made Jorge Linares miss everyone. Jorge Linares missed every punch in that 6-punch combination, 5-6-punch combination, except the last one slipped through at the last second. And now Darius Burrows, what's going on? And now everybody's like, man, he ain't got no chin. What? It was a punch he didn't even see. Everybody gets hurt with the punch they don't. What? That's the number one thing in boxing. The punch that hurts you the most is the one you don't see coming. He didn't see it coming. Iron Lion Zion, what's going on? Dennis Smith, my brother, what's going on? He said he'll blow out school every folks with that same logic. Devin's fight. Yeah. The dude Jorge Linares has more knockouts than Devin Haney has fights combined. Isn't that something? But we're going to act like Jorge Linares don't have power. Let's just look at Jorge Linares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights, right? In his last 6 fights, he's 3-3, right? He knocked down Vasyl Lomachenko. He lost TKO, right, by TKO. But he knocked Lomachenko down. His next fight, he got a knockout victory. The next fight, he fought Cano. He went up to 140. He dared to be great. Then he fought another fight, got a unanimous decision. Then he fought Morales, got another knockout in his weight class. And then he fought Haney and buzzed him. So we're going to act like this dude don't have power? Yes, Jorge Linares has a lot of power. Seals TV, what's going on? But the thing is, y'all don't remember that because they only tell you that Jorge Linares is just a slick boxer. Again, watch Jorge Linares. Wayne Jr., what's going on? Chris Garcia, what's going on? Mike DeBoss, what's going on? If you watch Jorge Linares, then you would know that this dude has power. Mike DeBoss, what's going on? Boxing MMA 365, my brother. He has power. So now let's channel into Deontay Wilder. Big George Foreman says that the real T Shells, my brother, what's going on? Galvatron, my brother, what's going on? George Foreman says that Deontay Wilder, Black Boxing Kings, what's going on? He says that Deontay Wilder is going to have one of the greatest comebacks in the history of sport of boxing. They ain't like that from Big George. Renee Bashian, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue in the super chat. My guy, Blue Blood, hashtag facts over feelings. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, great brother. Appreciate you. Go subscribe to my brother, Renee Bashian. Alex York, Harry Jones Jr., what's going on? So, George Foreman says that Deontay Wilder, he believes that Deontay Wilder is going to win this fight. The Juice and Squeeze, what's going on? They don't like that. They don't like that. Right? He said that, he believes he has all the motivation he needs to win the fight. On top of that, he believes that, and George Foreman was spot on, right? Because remember, ARR, what's going on? Jay Cappy, what's going on? Remember when George Foreman, Tone Capone won, what's going on? Pooh, can you give me ginger ale ice?
There's no ginger ale.
Yes, it is.
No,
Yes, it is. So, remember George Foreman said, if Deontay Wilder didn't immediately petition Randall Bigfoot, what's going on? He said that if he didn't immediately petition for the trilogy match, he would never get the fight. Remember, he said he would never get the fight because they're going to maneuver around him. Eye of the Tiger, Spirit of Justice. What's going on with y'all? Right? He said he would never get the fight. He said that they would maneuver around him. And what did they try to do? Handsome 3L, what's going on? What did they try to do? During arbitration, they tried to maneuver around Deontay Wilder. Just like George Foreman said. He said he informed Deontay Wilder, if you don't get this immediate fight with Tyson Fury, they'll never give you another opportunity. That's what George Foreman said. If you don't get this fight with Tyson Fury immediately, they'll never give you an opportunity. And what did they try to do? With him having a contract, right? He had a contract. With a contract, they tried to maneuver around him when they had to give him the trilogy. So imagine Chivo Dank, what's going on? Cedric Jones, what's going on? Imagine Ali Mill, what's going on? No one can beat Tyson Fury right now. Make sure you come back July 25th. Want to see you here, great brother. Want to see you here. Make sure you come back July 25th. Make sure you're here. So, Boxing and Barbecue, my brother, what's going on? Kid Can Lurkey, what's going on? King Can Lurkey, what's going on? So, now, imagine if Deontay Wilder would have agreed and said, y'all go ahead and fight, and then I'll fight the winner. Look what they're doing. They're not trying to honor the contract now. Imagine would they have honored the contract then? No. What's going on? Seth Chillis, what's going on? Yeah, I just want to make sure the great brother come back. Don't disappear on me. Because there's a lot of people that just disappears, man. They just miraculously, they just fights, things don't go their way, right? Mike the Boss is going to win the Soldier. What's going on? When I said Deontay Wilder was going to win the arbitration and he was going to fight Tyson Fury for a trilogy match, and everybody was telling you the opposite. Everybody told you I was wrong. Everybody told you, oh, Deontay Wilder is going to have to wait. He's going to be fighting this. Tyson, it's done. Tyson Fury's fighting Anthony Joshua. Ha, ha, ha. Blue blood don't know what he's talking about. Where did all those people go? Rolando Markland, what's going on? Roland Markland, what's going on? Where'd they go? I don't see none of them. Because I keep a mental note, so I know who they are. But I've yet to see any of them in the chat yet. I know. They're going to say they was blocked. Right. Get the likes to 1K, my peoples. Get the likes to 1K. Yeah, where were they? So I just want to make sure, give you that, invitation to make sure you come back. Please do. AB the Great 75, what's going on? It's just like K Malari 504, what's going on? Johnny Q, Kenneth Pinkney, what's going on? It's just like when I said that Teofimo Lopez is going to beat Lomachenko, then everybody was here saying I didn't know what I was talking about, and then they miraculously, once again, the vanishing acts are always on display, boy. So, like I said, I want to make sure that I want to send out the invitation to make sure you come back July 25th. Capital Con, what's going on? The Queen said, I love Wilder, but he can't beat Fury unless he switches up completely. You don't have to switch up completely. You have to make some adjustments. T Hunt, what's going on? But Silky Slim 706, what's going on? Cedric Tan, what's going on? You don't have to switch up completely. Knock them down twice. Why you got to switch up completely? Make some adjustments. But switch up completely? No. Detroit, peace of blessings to the Queen in the super chat, said these people been on period. Devin is the future and a class act along with Bill. Fury going to play mental and try to duck Deontay. Watch. No, he ain't going to do that. Too much money at stake. Jameis Childress, my brother Jameson Childress in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. LOL. He says no one can beat Fury, but I remember Otto Valine opening a hole on the side of that man's face. Oh, for sure. I mean, of course, Tyson Fury can be beat, and I expect Deontay Wilder to do so. Taylor for Wealth, my brother, back in the super chat. He said Wilder's going to show his boxing ability in the third fight. Tyson will not have any answers for athletic ability, nor his will for redemption. This is a fact. And another thing is just look at him working. Just look at him working. S Intentions, what's going on, great brother? He's working. I mean, TPG, what's going on? Napoleon Sledge, what's going on? I mean, I respect everybody's opinion if that's what you believe. Peace be free, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Devin fought it good. All 9 rounds, he dominated. I still thought he was getting hit way too much with the left hand. I also think he took too long to recover. Devin had to fix these holes in his game. I mean, he'll make adjustments. My brother on the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. What's going on? Go subscribe to my brother on the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. Tony TV, what's going on? Have some. Really? Really? Hard body J Timo, my brother in the super chat. He said black fighters will never get full props. Shaking my head. Yeah, that's how it seems, great brother. That's not even how it seems. That's just how it is. Time will tell what's going on. Renee Bachan, my brother, back in the super chat. He said, troll alert. Today, someone in Cali, the English stream, was faking to be me in the chat speaking foolish. Keep an eye out. Oh, for sure. Man, they always here. It's all good, though.
You want to try it, please?
No.
Try it.
I don't eat chocolate.
But it's really good.
I'm sure, but I don't eat chocolate. No, thank you.
Look, there's a tiny bit.
No, thank you. I don't want it. You don't see this, right? I don't eat chocolate.
Just tiny bit.
No, thank you.
It's really good. It's healthy.
Peer pressure. No, thank you.
It's chia seeds. It's healthy.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God. Trying to help you.
How are you trying to help me? It's unbelievable. My brother Rise 12 Tribes in the super chat dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Blue, next time you talk to Wilder, make sure you tell his team to do an Olympic style testing. He was clearly on both fights, and that's the reason why he got up from the KO in the first fight. Oh, for sure. Everything going to be viewed with a magnifying glass going into this one. Believe that, great brother. Believe that. Malik Walker, my brother in the super chat, he said, I'm confused. Don't root against their own Mexican. Don't root against their own. Why do black root against their own? You can't. It don't add up. May 4th, what's going on? Yeah, you saw that, right? May 4th? Amari Antiquity in the super chat. Much love to you. Casual observer, what's going on? He said Wilder looking like a bag of new money. Yeah, he is, man. No, Michael Colbert. James Diamond, what's going on? We should have 1,000 likes. What are we waiting for? Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in the house. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. Andrew Baltimore, what's going on? Y'all think Teofimo going to actually take the fight if he beats Kambosos? I would hope so. Caleb Flores, what's going on? Forever Real, what's going on? I will hope so. No, Taylor Bell, I don't. No, sir. Don't get me to do it. Silky Slim 706, my brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Much love to you. Dion Smith, my brother in the super chat. He said, hashtag Bomb Squad, respect the legend Wilder. Yes, sir. No, sir, Taylor Bell. No, sir. You going to get dinner, though?
I don't think so because it's 10 minutes.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
What you mean? What would that mean? You just told me it's a holiday. Now you told me.
You told me.
Unbelievable.
I told you it's a holiday when you said.
Amazing. 33 King Major, brother in the super chat. Have you heard about Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley? No, I didn't hear that. He'll beat Tyron Woodley. Shrimp Parmesan. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Shrimp Parmesan.
Oh, yeah, that was really good. All right, maybe
Yeah? You gonna order it?
No. Are you finished? No,
So I gotta order it too?
there's no finish.
Yeah, Superman 800. Huh?
Don't finish it.
Don't finish late. So no, I didn't hear that 33 King Major, but I think Tyron Woodley is not a boxer, man. See, these UFC boxers, man, UFC fighters, they come in in the boxing, man. But even if even if you're a novice in the sport of boxing, you still, that's your profession. You know, it's your avenue. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Roland Markland, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Sham Alive, what's going on? So he'll beat Tyron Woodley, I believe. It's not a boxer, man. Get the likes to 1K. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Well, I got to make sure they don't close early.
Maybe not for
You know. You smash that like button. Get the likes to 1.1K. Okay. Yeah, what Tyron Woodley's not a boxer. Leland Lynch, what's going on? So George Foreman says that George Foreman says that he believes wholeheartedly that okay, my brother Underground Solemn said this out there. Okay. So George Foreman says that that Deontay Wilder is going to win this trilogy. They ain't happy about that. Believe that. They're not happy about that. You understand? You know, and we see that they are second guessing themselves because we see that Big John Fury, Tyson Fury's dad, he's not confident. Right? Big John Fury, he's not confident. He said that Tyson Fury should pull out the fight because he believes that Deontay Wilder could be a whole revamped new guy. And so what does that mean? He believes that Deontay Wilder, right? Said Blue can't play anymore. He's going to go inside. No, I got it. Work comes first. You know what I mean? Well, you know, Jalen, you just set me up. You know what I mean? So Big John Fury said, full start Falcon, what's going on? You think the Knicks going to do something in Game 5? No. Lit man, what's going on? I think the Knicks, well, the Garden is going to be excited, man. It's going to be a great atmosphere. So they may pull out Game 5 and they get back to Atlanta and it's over. So so Big John Fury said they should pull out this fight right now because he don't like it that Deontay Wilder could be a whole revamped guy and mess up all the plans with Joshua. But like I told you guys, now how could Anthony Joshua, who stated, I told you guys, DeAndre Carey, what's going on? Anthony Joshua said, it's not about the fighter. It's about the belt and the legacy. That's what Anthony Joshua said. It's not about the fighter. It's about the belt and the legacy. That's what Anthony Joshua told us, right? So how could Anthony Joshua then go into a fight if Tyson Fury hands over the belt to Deontay Wilder? Hands over the belt to Deontay Wilder, walks away, and Anthony Joshua accepts that fight? Well, what does that say about Anthony Joshua? Brandon White, what's going on? D Brown, what's going on? Soldier Boy 911, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, salute from Philly, my good brother Blue. People need to stop with the Haney hate. Name one fighter of any worth throughout the history of boxing that never got hurt, stunned, shot during a fight. There's none. Hey, Soldier Boy 911, man, when I get my bike back, probably in 2 weeks, because I'm going to Miami this week for this Floyd Mayweather Logan Paul fight. So I'll be in Miami this week. Next week, maybe next week or week after, I have my bike and me and my boys might ride up to Philly, man. So inbox me on Instagram, great brother, so we could go break bread together. I might ride out there. Lit man, what's going on? We can go break bread together out there in Philly if you're still in Philly. Jack T, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Fury good but overrated, which is why he in every fight he's never had. He also opened for a left hook and pulls his shorts high to avoid body shots. His speed comes from midsection. Yeah, that's a great. And it's funny you said that, right, Jack T? Because ironically, isn't that what George Foreman used to do? Pull his shorts up real high. Remember that? Yeah. Jermaine Bean, my brother in the super chat. I'm gonna turn this camera so they can see you. You keep on over there talking. Yes, I am. Jermaine Bean, my brother in the super chat. He said Willie's 5'8", welterweight, blue blood. Al knows what he's doing. Oh, so so this is for sure because my brother Underground Sound said that Ego put it up. So I guess it's true. Ego put it up. Yeah, Soldier Boy 911. Hit me up in the inbox me on Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word, on Instagram. So we'll probably ride out there, break bread together. So yeah, so 2K Slump 21, what's going on? My brother's keeper, what's going on? So that's official, yeah. So ironically, right, George Foreman, he immediately contacted Deontay Wilder and told him what he thought he needed to do to rectify and win this trilogy, right? Jalen, no, I'm going to turn this camera on in a second. She already told my yakety yakety. I'm going to turn the camera on in a second. Send my great brother Kurt the link. So, like I said, right, George Foreman has been there. George Foreman, he was the knockout artist, right? If there was any knockout in the fight with him and Muhammad Ali, everybody expected it to be George Foreman knocking out Muhammad Ali. How many people expected Muhammad Ali to knock out George Foreman? School of Skills, my brother, what's going on? How many people, no doubts, Soldier Boy 911, Chris X, what's going on? So how many people expected Muhammad Ali to knock out George Foreman? Not too many people. It's similar situation we have with Deontay Wilder, Umasa Allah, what's going on? Ted Jones, what's going on? Right? Creamer 88, what's going on? Is that most people thought that if there was going to be a knockout with Fury and Wilder, that it was going to be Wilder knocking out Fury. Not too many people thought that Fury was going to knock out Wilder. You understand what I'm saying? Joe Davis 2310, what's going on? So in this situation, right, George Foreman can relate because George Foreman been there. Thomas Moreland, what's going on? Roll Money, what's going on? ARR, what's going on? George Foreman has been there, and he understood. Now obviously there's different factors in this equation, right? It's because obviously there's an asterisk by Tyson Fury's win because a lot of people felt like he had an unfair advantage in this fight. Okay, I can look at that glove and say that's not right. Period. The glove looked like a flat tire. When you used to have an inner tube on your bicycle and the inner tube was flat, that's how Tyson Fury's right glove looked. You remember how your inner tube looked when it was flat? One more week, mate. What's going on? That's how Tyson Fury's glove looked, right? The myth, the legend. What's going on? Yeah, he still couldn't get the knockout. He got the stoppage victory. He still couldn't knock him out, right? And so, that's how it looked. So with that said, that's obviously different. Richie Demi, what's going on? Because that wasn't the case with Muhammad Ali, okay? But I'm saying the event itself, the fighters itself, there's a relation that George Foreman can relate, and Axel Mulder, what's going on? He can relate, and he can say to Deontay Wilder, well, this is how I mentally got past this, and this. Jafari Caesar, what's going on? So George Foreman can relate. George Foreman can tell him. Salah Udine, what's going on? Big homie Coop, my brother, what's going on? So George Foreman can tell Deontay Wilder, well, this is how I did this. This is how I approached it. George Foreman came back all those years later and become a world champion again, right? You know how difficult that was? Well, George Foreman had already switched off the boxing mindset. He switched it back on to come back in the boxing career. Remember, George Foreman retired fully. He didn't even watch boxing. He wasn't into boxing. He had committed to his second career, which was him being, in the a different world, right? Different realm. So he completely switched over to a civilian, and he completely became, a completely different guy, just a father, and a pastor. That's what he was. That was his focus. His kids didn't even know what he did for a living. They never D-Stacks TV. What's going on? His kids didn't even see him. This is before the George Foreman grill. His kids didn't even see him hit a heavy bag. They didn't even know Jeffy was going on. They didn't even, he said, Haney don't have no chin. Eugene Aaron III, what's going on? You clearly don't know nothing about boxing. SJ, what's going on? He was a minister, right? He was a minister, right? So he completely switched over his career and his life. He turned his switch off of being a boxer. He said he couldn't even believe he did that. Boxing fans, what's going on? He said he couldn't even believe he was a boxer at one point in time, right? And then he found the switch, clicked it back on, and said, some at an advanced stage in his life, and said, you know what? I'm gonna put myself back in the mindset. People didn't even take him serious, not even his family. He started running. His kids was like, "What are you doing?" He started getting back in shape. He started running. He started taking it serious. Stan Swish, what's going on? He was calling promoters. They was like, "Huh?" Bob Aaron was like, "Huh?" No. Systematic 1X, what's going on? Cali Fight Fan, what's going on? Bob Aaron was like, "Huh? No. Right? Jizzy Boy, what's going on? And he was successful at it. He came back. He fought Evander Holyfield. He came back. He fought Michael Mora. He came back. These are the fights that George Foreman fought. Real fights. And he won a title again. So if anybody could, because we know the sport of boxing, Jabari Bath, what's going on, is mental, right? It's more mental than it is physical, right? What is it? 85% mental, 15% physical? Right, so we know that it's mental. So he did that. You understand what I'm saying? So he can tell Deontay Wilder how to mentally come back from this, because again, you got to look at it from this standpoint and say to ourselves this as well. Deontay Wilder, not just the fight itself with Tyson Fury. Nostradamus, what's going on? It's not just smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.1K, my people. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 1.1K. It's not just the fact that he dealt with Tyson Fury and the situation with Tyson Fury. Some people said he got stopped. Some people said it was an asterisk. Some people it was too early. But not just that. You got to understand, the media wants Deontay Wilder not to have this fight. You have platforms, Nuke Juice, what's going on? You have major platforms telling Deontay Wilder to put his pride to the side and step aside. Joseph O'Bang, what's going on? You have ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, having segments, Iron Levent, what's going on? Telling Deontay Wilder, oh man, don't take this fight, man. Give us the fight we want, right? He has everybody against him. Everybody. Okay, when he turned on a news major quote unquote boxing platform, right? Whether it be DAZN, whether it be ESPN, whether it be whatever, they all saying the same thing. He shouldn't. We want to see Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, Frankie Beans. What's going on? We want to see. So obviously not us, right? Because he could click on us and he knows what he gets over here. But what I'm saying is, all of these articles, everything is ran. Everything is saying, right? Everything is saying, don't take the fight. You're done. That's mental. Everything, Mikey Negro, what's going on? He has to, everything he sees says, we want to see Joshua and Fury, not you. You're done. You don't have no more. How much he have left? He don't have this left, right? Nothing is positive. That's mental. If he listens to that. Or he could use his Slim Jim 314, what's going on? Or he could use it at Jay Dixon, what's going on, as motivation. But it's mental, right? It's mental. He can use it as motivation. You understand? But it can very easily play against you, just like George Foreman said. It very easily nearly played against George Foreman. Well, it did it for so long in George Foreman's career. Look at the layoff he had. 10-year layoff. 10-year layoff. And he said he was done with the sport of boxing. Couldn't do it no more. couldn't do it no more. You understand what I'm saying? And so my thing is this, right? Hold on one second. So my thing is this, right? You know, Zelly Show. What's going on, Zelly? Real Gamer. What's going on? So my thing is this. You know, it takes a lot to get back to the point where he is at right now, just to go to arbitration. Oh, you're not going. And I want y'all to understand, even though he knew he had a leg to stand on, even though he knew he had a case for himself, he didn't 100% know how it was going to turn out because nobody knew 100%. Nobody knows. Ryan Taylor, what's going on? Nobody knows 100% how it's going to unfold, how it's going to play out, how it's going to turn out. Nobody knows that. You could speculate and say to yourself, well, I have a case for myself, right? Via Bill Tex, what's going on? My brother Joshua Curry in the super chat dropping that. Go on your boy Blue in the super chat. A Bama man right here. I agree. Yes, sir. It's Alabama. So, my brother Kurt Anderson. What's going on with you, Kurt? We got my brother Kurt Anderson in the building, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, a.k.a. my brother, my co-host. What's goody with you, Kurt?
Hey, Blue, man, what's going on? Happy Memorial Day to everybody. What's up, Blue? What's up, chat, a.k.a. the family? How's everybody?
Oh, man, we good. We good here, Kurt, man. And, man, Kurt, we had an entertaining weekend. A fight that gets overlooked. First, I want to get to that fight. That fight gets overlooked. It was Nonito Donaire, Kurt. Was that impressive or what?
Very impressive, man. Donaire is a very, very good fighter. He's gone in the Hall of Fame. 3-time bantamweight champion, man. 4-division champion. He looked really good. He's very smart. His IQ is like really high, man. I was very impressed with Donaire.
Me too, Kurt. Very. Now, Kurt, the big fight that we had this weekend was Devin Haney, and obviously, a lot of people feel like, there's a lot of people all of a sudden saying that he don't have no chin. He was exposed. He took to social media. I don't know if you saw this, but he said, Forrest 20, what's going on? He took to social media, and in social media, he said, I'm pretty boy Floyd Mayweather 2.0. Just go back and do your research, is what he said. And obviously that wasn't met with what MP Dub TF was going on. That wasn't met with the openness of arms. So, and my standpoint was that I thought he looked great. He made a mistake in the last 5 seconds of the 10th round. It was a 5-6 punch combination. One punch got through, right hand got through, clipped him. And, his legs was gone, right? But we've seen this before. But miraculously, now he's exposed. He don't have a chin. Automatically, he can't beat Teofimo Lopez. But what was your assessment, Kurt? What you think about the fight? What was your overall thoughts?
Well, many times on the show, you often hear me say a young fighter needs to be tested. I said that the Linares fight will be a very good fight for a learning curve for a young fighter like Haney. Linares is a very dangerous fighter, very experienced fighter. He knocked down Lomachenko, even though he's been stopped. He's been in the ring. He knows a way around. He has a good IQ. So it didn't surprise me that Linares was going to have his moments. I picked Haney to win. I like to see young fighters go through adversity, a cut, get knocked down, see how he's going to respond. And I think this will only help Haney. It will do him no good if he fought a nobody and knocked the guy out in the second round. You don't get better. It serves no purpose. And just when it comes to the sweet science, but him being hurt, he will only learn from it. He passed the test with flying colors because he kept his head, even though it was at the end of the round. He did get clipped with a uppercut. He fought in the pocket a lot more than I thought. So that showed me a lot. But he has to realize this. He doesn't have nothing to prove. He needs to fight on the outside and use his jab and fight behind his jab instead of being in the pocket because that's his identity. I said many times his identity is a boxer. And forget about being Mayweather. There will only be one Mayweather in this lifetime. He's a once in a lifetime fighter. Be the first Devin Haney. That's what you gotta concentrate on and fight behind your jab like you did in the early rounds. Who cares if it goes to the scorecard? Who cares if it's boring? A fighter has to know his identity. And I think he fought in the pocket to try to please people, and you shouldn't do that. Just take a look at Mildred Taylor and Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. You have to fight smart, and that's what boxing is all about. Fight to your strengths. So he's a little stronger than I thought, Haney, and he will only get better by this experience. You know, that's how boxing is. There's a fork in the road. Some fighters respond, they get hurt and they never the same and they get worse, they regress. And another turn is that they get better and they learn from their experiences. So I thought it was a very good performance by Haney. And next.
Me too. Art Man Boxing, what's going on? My brother, the Cali Enigma. Go subscribe to my brother, the Cali Enigma. Cali, drop the link so people can subscribe to your channel. Missy Love, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? B-Dog, Tay Walker, what's going on? Henry King, what's going on? Now, Kurt, do you think he's chinny because he took that punch?
I don't think he's chinny. People, they don't understand the chin. Most fighters, when you get hit with a solid punch, and it doesn't have to be Ernie Shavers or Mike Tyson. It could be any fighter. And if you don't see the punch, more than likely you're going to get hurt or stunned. Having a great chin is an anomaly. It's something that's abnormal. Like Marvin Hagler, they said he was born differently. You're not going to see that. You've seen people with great chins get hurt by guys who not known punchers. Chavez Sr. was hurt by Frankie Randall's counter right hand every time he hit Chavez clean, and Chavez had a granite chin. Hagler did get hurt against Hearns. You can't name one fighter who hasn't been hurt. I mean, everybody. I mean, Rocky Marciano was hurt against Walcott, and so it happens. But if you get hit with a solid punch or uppercut or a straight right hand and a punch that you don't see, you're going to get hurt. It's just the laws of life in the sweet science. Getting hit with a hard punch and walking through it, certain nights a fighter could take that. You see Mugabe take it against Hagler. He was eventually wore down, but he was never the same after that fight. Or Margarito, you see him take a ton of punishment against Cotto in the first fight, and after that, he was never the same because Mosley, beat the brakes off him. But that's boxing. Nobody wants to take a punch on the chin. I don't care how tough they are. You're taught, or you're supposed to be taught, to slip punches and parry punches with your shoulders and your arms. Nobody wants to take a solid punch. Taking a solid punch, that's something abnormal. Many fighters can't do it. If they do it in one fight, they're never the same after that fight.
Right. It's like this, Kurt. The first fight, Bermain Stavern, he made it to the 12th round with Deontay Wilder, Kurt. The second fight, he became a meme. Was he chinny? We saw Arthur Spilker. He survived all those rounds until he was knocked out. But he was getting hit. Is he chinny? Jameson Childress, brother, back in the super chat. AJ got dropped by Andy Ruiz, and people still swear by him. Haney only got buzzed and still won. This is a fact. Jew Blue, what's going on? I don't believe him to be chinny. Now, Kurt, after that performance, because people automatically saying now he's not ready for Teofimo Lopez. He can't beat Teofimo Lopez. What's your thoughts on that, Kurt?
No, he could beat him. The fight will be different. Every fight has its different energy. Every fight has its own personality. the Teofimo fight and Devin fight will be different than Devin and Linares. It's you just can't go by that. That it doesn't work like that in boxing. That fight will be different styles, different fighters. The fight will be uh, totally different than Linares. He wouldn't fight Teofimo like he did Linares. He wouldn't stand in the pocket like that. He'd be better off. Well, he will box from the outside and use his jab.
And then they're gonna say he was boring, Kurt.
Well, let him be boring. They used to say that about Pernell Whitaker, HBO, and people, but you see how successful he was. So, let them say boring. The name of the game is to win. Win this one, look good the next one. That's his identity. Everybody can't be Ernie Shavers. Everybody don't have that puncher power. You're born with power and you're born to have a stellar chin. It's something that you can't improve. You can only improve on defense, but some fighters can take it, most can't. Like I said, when you get hit clean with a punch, more than likely you're going to be stunned or knocked down. Depends on the severity of the punch.
And the thing, right, Kurt? Evander Holyfield has a granted chin, right? But Kurt, how many times we seen Holyfield in fights wobble and buzz and hurt? Nobody says he's chinny.
Absolutely.
And we seen Holyfield hurt in plenty of fights, Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said he was chinny. And what gets overlooked is Linares, how good Linares is, Kurt. That's what gets overlooked, Kurt. Is that we immediately, because we're doing a comparison game, and Linares is seen as to be passive. He's not in the mix anymore. And so now all of a sudden, instead of us saying how good Linares is, the Boxing Session TBS, go subscribe to my brother, the Boxing Session TBS, man. Drop the link in the chat, great brother, so people can subscribe to your channel. Go subscribe to my brother, Boxing Session TBS. So Kurt, now all of a sudden we immediately Ryan Garcia resurfaces, Kurt, and says he'll knock out Haney. What you think about that? Had nothing to say all this time, but he comes out immediately. I'll knock Haney out.
Well, when I watched the fight, I said, yeah, Haney's going to get heavily criticized because he got buzzed, and I knew Garcia and Teofimo was going to come out the woodwork. So I expected Ryan Garcia to say something. Of course, he's going to say it because remember, he was knocked down against a lesser fighter, and he was heavily criticized. So, Teofimo, Garcia, Devin, if they get hurt or knocked down, they're going to criticize each other's performance.
Yeah, exactly. That's part of the game. It's expected, Kurt. It's expected. But do you see is there anything that took place in this fight that changed your outlook of Devin Haney?
No, I'm glad, he had this kind of fight because I had to see for myself how he was going to respond if he got hit solid by an experienced fighter. And I saw what happened. He was hurt, but he, went through adversity. He came out and he won the fight. So I wasn't shocked by him being hurt at all. I thought Linares would have his moments. It was a dangerous fight, and he got through it. And it's only going to make him a better fighter. He go back and look at the tape. He can critique his own performance and then learn. And that's what boxing is all about, getting better and, getting past a tough obstacle like Linares, who's an experienced fighter.
Exactly. I thought it was a great test. Like I said, Curry, I think what gets overlooked is Linares' skill set and what Linares brings to the table because he was stopped multiple times.
Go
ahead, Curry.
Now, fighters like Linares and Javier Fortuna, he was going to have a tough time with Fortuna, Haney, because those are the fighters you can learn from. They're going to give you rounds. They're going to make it tough for you. They're not going to make it easy. And that's how you learn as a young fighter. When you fighting nobodies and, you have a record of 45 and over 42 knockouts. You're not learning nothing. So
Right.
Haney wasn't going to learn if he fought a guy that we never heard of, and he would have knocked the guy out in the third round. So having a young fighter and fighting experienced guys, that's how you get better. You learn. You find out what your fighter have. You throw him in the water. Either he's going to sink or swim.
Mm-hmm. Lynette Bowman, peace of blessings, queen, in the super chat. Haney used that smothering tactic from Mayweather. It's part of boxing. Yeah, I was impressed by his outing. I thought it was good. I thought it was a learning lesson, and I thought it's a teaching moving forward for him. That's what I saw. But obviously, the detractors that don't fancy him, that was an opportunity for them to, say he was exposed. So E2 Molden, what's going on? East Oakland 3500, what's going on? So I want to see this fight with Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney now, Kurt. Josh Taylor has no intentions of fighting Teofimo Lopez. He made it abundantly clear that he's moving forward. He has no intention of fighting him. He's going up to welterweight. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes for 1.2K. Get the likes to 1.2K. So I truly want to see that fight. Another fight that was huge, Kurt, in my opinion, was Gary Antoine Russell. I was so impressed. Hey, Kurt, he grew. He's 5'10" now. But I was so impressed with him, Kurt, in his outing. Was you impressed with him? I was like, wow, man. But what's your thoughts on that?
No, he looked good. He looked good. Fast, powerful punches. He's aggressive. He looked good. I was impressed by Gary Antoine, man. He got a sharp left hand. He was killing Santiago with the straight left hand. Throwing combinations, man. So I was like, wow. He really impressed me. I was a very impressive performance.
Yeah, I was like, man. And the thing I always was looking at, I was like, man, I felt like he was short. But Kurt, he's 5'10" now.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa,
Tall for that division.
Right?
I would like to see him fought the guy that fought in the second fight. That was a fight of the weekend, Matias and Jukabayov.
Kurt, that was
a war. That was a war.
Woo! Oh man, Kurt. And I was upset because it was on the same time Haney came on.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking at both. But Kurt, I was glad that Haney was on DAZN though, because it allowed us to not have to flick the channels. I had both of them on. You know what I mean? Man.
Yeah, Matthias is 140 and Gary Antoine is 140. And that dude, Matthias, man, he a monster, man. I like him a lot.
Yeah, man.
And they should mix it up, him and Gary Antoine. That'd be a very interesting fight.
Mm-hmm. I like that too. Groundhog Sports Nation, brother in the super chat. He said, I don't trust T.O. He won't fight him next. Megatron, what's going on? He got to fight him. He got to fight him next, man. Dr. Professor, what's going on? Coop Pack Topa, what's going on? Henry King, Bobo, what's going on? Alice York, what's going on? Yeah, Kurt, Sons of the Times, TVHQ, what's going on? I would love to see Gary Antoine Russell and Matias, but I want Gary Antoine Russell and Adrian Broner now. Mamba Mentality, what's going on? Stuart Chapman, what's going on? That's what I want, Kurt. I want him to get that Adrian Broner fight. Abdul Anwar, what's going on? Keith Bill, what's going on? I want that Adrian Broner fight, Kurt. What you think about it? Because Adrian Broner, he fought Santiago. He only had 14 fights, although that was his third opponent. That wasn't his first option. He had to settle on him. So that wasn't his first option. Ethan Fresh 73, what's going on? Keith Bill, what's going on? But I want to see it now, Kurt.
I wonder if Bruno will take that fight. He know Gary is coming like a train. So I don't know if he feels that Gary is not a big enough name, but and he's too good, or will he settle for it, or will he want to fight a bigger name for a bigger purse because I'm Adrian Broner, So it'll be interesting, but I don't think he's going to call out Antoine for sure.
Hey, because Kurt, Jelani Everett, what's going on? 41 to 100, what's going on, great brother? Bad Tito or not Israel, what's going on? Jay Lynn said, would that be entertaining? It would be super entertaining because Adrian Broner, he don't know how to back down. If you press him like that, he's gonna fight. Chu Coronado, what's going on? You press him like that, he's gonna fight. Anthony Lopez is going on. It's the problem with Adrian Broner is if you're a boxer and you're a counter puncher and you don't let your hands go, he don't let his hands go, that slows the fight down. But a fighter that presses him is gonna make him fight. He's gonna fight. Anthony Britt, what's going on? He's gonna fight, Kurt. Another fight I would love to see him have. Low Culture TV, what's going on? Annie Teo, what's going on? Another fight would be him and Regis Prograis, Kurt.
That's what I was looking at, him and Prograis.
Mm-hmm. And Kurt, no slight to them. Pookie Bill, what's going on? Anthony Britt, what's going on? Trillion State of Mind, what's going on, great brother? Anthony Lopez, what's going on? And Kurt, I think he'll win those fights.
Who is that? Who'll win?
Gary Antoine Russell.
Him and Prograis would be a heck of a fight, man. I would love to see it. 140 all of a sudden is gaining some momentum, man. And let's see what happened with Tank and Barrios, and let's see if we can get those guys to mix it up with each other. Now Gary Antoine is coming, so very interesting.
Kurt, can you see Tank fighting Gary Antoine Russell?
That's a bad matchup for Tank. I want to see how Tank look at 140. If Tank brings his power up to 140, then he's a problem, even though he's small. But if he doesn't, where he had to break you down, then it's going to be a problem. 140 is stretching it. So, 5'10", and he's quick, man. He got a radar-like left hand. I love his straight left hand, man.
Me too.
It's sharp.
It's sharp, Kurt. Sharp, Kurt. I can't see Tank fighting him. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes to 1.2K. I can't. Madison Griffin, what's going on? Tank is just too small for him, Kurt.
Yeah, he got quick hands too.
Yeah, he's fast. He got power. And like you said, Kurt, he's precise. There's no sitting back with him. That ain't happening.
Yeah, he's aggressive too. That's his attitude.
That's what I'm saying, Kurt.
Yeah, he ain't gonna stop coming.
Yeah, Tank ain't getting no breaks with him. There's no such thing as taking a break with Gary Antoine Russell, man.
Yeah, because now Tank being the power puncher and Gary being a knockout artist, Tank gonna meet somebody who's bigger but fighting fire with fire. That'll be a very interesting fight.
Yeah. Hulk Tate, what's going on? Winter Soldier, Cooper Packtober, Sirius Gemini, what's going on? Hey, Kurt, tell me if I'm wrong, Kurt. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm looking at him, right? And his aggression, he reminded me of Terrence Crawford.
Well, he got that aggression. That's what you see. I love the way he throws punches. He come, and you got to picture his pedigree, because he's come from a fighting family. That always helps. So he's around the gym. It rubs off on him. And you can see Gary said he's going to be the best out of all of them. That's what Gary Russell said.
Yeah. Saray, what's going on? He said Tank will sleep him. Come on, man. You see, y'all just be man. Yeah, come out of the superhero movies, man. Come into reality. Kurt, you see him sleeping Gary Antoine Russell, Kurt?
I want to see how he look at 140, because if Tank, like I said, if Tank can bring his power to 140, then it's going to be very interesting. It will be a tough fight because I think Tank will go out on his shield, whoever fights him. It's just that the lack of size may hurt him, especially if you have power and you fight behind your jab, knowing that Tank has to come in now. You can set Tank up, time him coming in. I'll tell you, if Gary gets any better, that division is in trouble.
That's what I'm saying, Kurt. Man, y'all not even taking sides into consideration. The Grindhard Sports Nation, brother in the super chat. 140 is too deep for Tank. How will he become a champ? Oh, Tank is still definitely talented. Oh, we ain't sleeping on Tank. No, sir. We ain't gonna sleep on Tank. I'm just saying, Gary Antoine Russell is 5 inches. He's a much bigger guy, and he's very, very aggressive. And he has his jab, Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
His jab was very, very strong. Speaking of jabs, what do you think about Devin Haney's jab? Because it was strong, man.
Yeah, that's the way he should have fought for all 12 rounds. You know, he has a very good jab, and you couple that with good footwork. That should be his identity. The jab, fight off the jab. And no matter who you fight, no matter how he start off, use the jab and your footwork. That's, not fighting in the pocket. You have nothing to prove.
Mm-hmm.
You made it easier for Linares. You made it easy. You could have beat him, at least 10, 11 rounds to 1 if you would have fought, like you did in the first 2 or 3 rounds. That's how you're supposed to fight for him. Because, Bill Haney or Ben Davis is supposed to say, that's your identity. We stick with the game plan. We box, and we box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. And we had an excellent night of boxing, man. And who you want to see Nonito Donaire fight now?
Well, he wants a rematch with Nui.
Yeah, he wants to. If he fights with the pause he fought with the other night, now obviously the opponent plays a part, but he showed a lot of poise. He seemed a little antsy against Inui. If he shows this poise that he did, I think he stands a much better chance. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, Inui is not hard to hit. He's strong and he's a real hard puncher. Donaire just has to be smart and be a little bit more defensive, responsible, and let his punches go. But he has a high IQ. He's very experienced now. Inui is a problem, but he can be hit. I mean, he got his nose and over the bone broken against Donaire, so he's not hard to hit at all. He's just like very aggressive, and it's kill or be kill with him. His mentality is I'm gonna get you before you get me, which is good in a way because he doesn't have very good defense either. But Donaire should box more and use his experience. And I still favor Inui to win, but he could make things very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh man. I want to see it. NMB, Memphis Beats, my brother, what's going on? I want to see it, Curry, man. Makai Willis, what's going on? I was impressed, man. I was impressed with Donaire, man. A great night. It was just a great weekend of boxing, in my opinion. Not one fight was not entertaining.
Even Mosley Jr. Quigley, that was a good fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Curry. I didn't watch a fight that I wasn't entertained.
It was, me and Stormy was talking. I was like, man, great weekend of fights, man. I don't see, well, to each his own. I don't see how you could be a UFC fan. I'll take boxing all day, every day.
Mm-hmm. It was super entertaining, man. It was super entertainment. Saray, no doubt, great brother. I was entertained, man, the entire weekend. And the entire weekend. So did you see what George Foreman said, that prepare for, one of the biggest comebacks in boxing? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I noticed more and more people are starting to believe it's like they sense something that's going to happen July 24th. I got a feeling they're going to push the fight back. If it happens July 24th, then I'll be shocked. But a lot of people, certain people starting to get on board with Wilder. So maybe they sense something in the air. A lot of fighters starting to pick them against Fury. So that's very interesting because I thought Foreman will pick against them, but maybe they see something that they like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what did you think about the comments made from Tyson Fury's father? He said he don't like this fight because he thinks that Deontay Wilder is going to be a completely revamped, different guy. And I'm like, huh?
Hmm.
And he said, drop the belt, give it to him, and go for another fight. What you think about that, Kurt?
Yeah, well, he's not. That tells me he's not confident in his own son, Tyson Fury, and he has a lot of respect for Deontay Wilder. Even though Wilder got stopped, he just felt that maybe that just wasn't Wilder that night, and this going to be different. Sometimes people you get a premonition, and you can feel certain things about to take place before it takes place. That's why certain fights, I think about the fight and I can feel it and I can predict the round. I can predict what's going to happen. It's a very strange feeling. I ain't saying they feel like that, but maybe they do. Maybe it's something in the air. So, like Phil Collins would say, but he believes that there's going to be a reckoning come July 24th.
Yeah, Vernon Thompson, what's going on, great brother? Much love to you. Happy holidays to you too, great brother. And the thing is, you saw Tyson Fury. He said he got to go underground now. Groundhog Sports Nation, brother in the super chat. 140 is too deep for Tank. How will he become a champ? I think he still has the ability. Boss Red 357. John Legene, what's going on with y'all? Tyson Fury said today he's turning off his phone now. It's time to go underground and get serious. He's getting off of social media, so on and so forth. He's getting back in the groove. What you think about that?
Well, I know Tyson Fury's gonna come to fight. We may not like Tyson Fury, but he's a good fighter, and he uses his size very well. Deontay Wilder has to be ready for whatever Tyson Fury brings to the ring. We don't know how he's gonna fight off the back foot like the first fight, or he's gonna become aggressive like the second fight. For whatever he brings, Deontay Wilder has to be ready for. And like I said, to win a rematch, you have to have the attitude first, then that's number one. Then number two, make the necessary physical changes in the ring. But it starts with the attitude first. So, the fight is be monumental come July 24th. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, I absolutely can't wait. I think it's going to be one of the most epic fights, one of the most epic nights of boxing. I think it's going to be huge for the sport of boxing. Salute to my brother Money Brown TV. Go subscribe to Money Brown TV. I think the thing is, Kurt, I think is that people always think that Tyson Fury, his character is good for the sport of boxing. His antics, what he did, and the glove situation and all of these things, that's not good because the sport of boxing is already, dangerous in itself. We don't need no added anything, but it's good to have. If you didn't have Tyson Fury for Deontay Wilder, you don't have an Anthony Joshua, and you don't have these guys, then he don't have nothing to build his legacy on. He needs Tyson Fury. He needs Anthony Joshua. He needs Luis Ortiz. He needs these fighters, in order to build his legacy. And for every hero, you need villains, or vice versa. You know what I mean? So you need them. You know what I mean? So this is a moment to be able to further heighten his legacy. Like we said, Curry, he's a Hall of Famer right now. He successfully defended the title 10 times, held the belt for 5 years. He's a Hall of Famer right now. Highest knockout percentage in history of sport of boxing. His story, he started late, won an Olympic bronze medalist. So he's a Hall of Famer right now. But this, Kurt, is going to bolster his career into a different level. Am I right, Kurt? What's your thoughts on that?
No, I mean that's right. I mean you're right. If he wins this fight, he's going to remember it for the combat, and it will be epic if he knocks Fury out. Out of all his victories, this one will stand out. This will cement his legacy as a guy who was knocked out and came back, and then knocked the guy out who he got knocked out by. So this is legacy. This will cement his legacy. When you talk about Wilder, you have to say Fury. When you talk about Fury, you have to say Wilder. They will be linked because this will be their third fight, just like Ali and Frazier, or Leonard Duran or Leonard Hearns. So you have to have a good dance partner for people to remember your rivals by. So this fight, if he wins this fight, he goes to the next level.
Go ahead, take over for a second, Kurt.
Yes, sir. Well, this weekend, I really like the guy from Puerto Rico, Matias. I think him and Gary Antoine should fight. That would be a terrific fight. He got hurt, Matias, by Jukobayov. He reminds me of the guy that Timothy Bradley fought. What's his name? I forgot, but anyway, that would be a terrific fight. I seen Matias fight before, and he was impressive. 16-1 with 16 knockouts. So PBC should make that fight. I think that would be a very interesting fight, and they're both junior welterweights. So let me see. Let me go in the chat. Jay Dixon says, Kurt, what you think about Matias and Regis? That's a tough fight. But you can't fight Regis like how he fought Jukobayev. You can't, that's what Regis want, because Regis is going to go to his body. But that's a tough fight. The guy throws short, quick combinations, man, and he's strong-willed. You see, he got hurt and he came right back. Man, that was the fight of the weekend. I was on the edge of my seat. Steven, I can't see his last name. Lubera said, Kurt, should they have a super heavyweight class? No, I just like heavyweight. Anything over 201 pounds, it doesn't matter. 290 or 280 or 260. Heavyweight is heavyweight. I don't think they should have a super heavyweight. A School of Skills, what's going on? His water was spiked. In my opinion, that's why his legs were wobbled early. L-Dub. Yeah, Ruslan Provechnikov. I always forget his name. That's what he reminds me of. Ted Jones, flat-footed. Henry King said, Kurt, prime for prime, Klitschko versus Foreman. Who wins? I think Foreman knocks out Klitschko. Klitschko, which one you talk about? Vladimir? Vladimir doesn't have a chin. You see him get clipped and knocked out by Lamont Brewster and Lamont Brewster and Corey Sanders. Certain fighters doesn't react well when they get hit. AJ is like that. Klitschko reminds me of AJ in that manner. When you hit them, they just fall to pieces like a cheap lamp. Jonathan Simon said, Kurt, what is your thought about Donaire also performance? Yeah, I really like Nonito Donaire. He showed me a lot. Obali made a mistake. Every time, he threw a punch, Donaire was timing him with the left hook. And then when he had him against the ropes, he threw the left, and then he came underneath with the uppercut. That's a high boxing IQ right there, man. I was like really happy for Donaire. He deserves it. Boli said Matias was definitely hurt early, as he fought through it. He sure did. He fought through it. It was about a war of attrition. Mamba mentality just said for life. Said Kurt, what do you think about Daniel Dubois coming back this weekend? That's right. He do fight. Thank you for reminding me. Well, we'll see what he has, man. We'll see. Did he learn, or we'll see is he going to regress, because he's a young fighter, and like I said earlier, it can go both ways. Let me see. What's up, Renee Box Young, man? Let me see. Mr. Legend. He said Tyson Fury is a part of the Illuminati. Okay. Romanic Marty said, Kirk, do you think Devin will beat Tio? I don't know. That's a 50-50 fight. Devin should fight smarter. That's his mentality. Fight behind the jab and use your athleticism. Because if he fights in the pocket and if he gives Teofimo a chance, he can get clipped. by Teofimo. He's going to be in trouble. If he gets hit like that, he can't fight like that in the pocket because he's worrying about what people think he's born. Don't worry about that. Just fight your fight. That's who you are. That's what you was born with. You was born with athleticism. You wasn't born with Ernie Shavers' power. So you have to fight to your strengths. Tone Capone once said, he Matias throws combos like Mildred Taylor. Oakland said, who do you see winning, Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia? I think Devin Haney puts up a clinic on him and wins by UD. I think he beats Garcia. Garcia will have his moments because of his hand speed, but I think Haney gets thrown. The tough fight will be against Teofimo. Bowley said fighters like Russell Matias will keep a lot of guys at 135. Renee Boxian said, Kurt, you got Haney versus Teal, 50-50 fight. Yeah, that's a tough fight. I can see Teofimo beating Haney, and I can see Haney beating Teofimo. In a fight like that is who executes best. School of Skills to talk about Sam Langford and Jack Johnson wouldn't fight him. Yeah, Jack Johnson fought Sam Langford, before he became colored heavyweight champion. Well, the first black heavyweight champion in 1908. But Jack Johnson got smart because you had the murderer's row, of black heavyweights. You had Sam Langford, you had Harry Wells, you had Sam McVeigh, and you had Joe Jeanette. So after Jack Johnson became heavyweight champion in 1908, he stayed away from the black heavyweights because they was beating each other. So he felt that, I worked this hard to become world heavyweight champion. Fighting one of them, he was going to lose his heavyweight championship to one of those guys. So that was the first wave of Black Murderers Row, and that's why he didn't fight. But he did beat Sam Langford before he became champion in 1908. Let me see here. Jonathan Simon said, Kurt, what you thought of Donaire's performance? Okay, it was a great performance, man. I'm so happy for him. Alex York said Matias fought when that fighter died. Yeah. Jeff, the producer, said, Kurt Sugar. What's up, Jeff? Missy Love said, I hope Wilder doesn't wear any costumes. Just come out Mike Tyson style in regular boxer shorts and sounds of an animal devouring its prey. Yeah, me too. No more costumes, Deontay Wilder. No more. Let me see. Let me go down. This is the time to ask questions. Lynette Bowman said Clarissa won. Gar Arison said, which Klitschko? Vitaly is built like a brick wall. John Sheehan said, Wilder needs change. One thing that's put the left foot outside to heel when throw the right hand already out distance. Tell him when he wins, send me, a lot of money, take my boy around the world. Oh, man. Henry King said, Kurt, I would like to hear stories about Murderers Row, man. Which one you'll never forget? Well, you had 3 different Murderers Row. You had the turn of the centuries, the heavyweights I just named, Harry Wells and Joe Jeanette and them. Then you had the second Black Murderers Row between 1910, 1920. You had Panama Joe Gans. You had Obie Walker. You had Al Walker. You had the Harlem Thunderbolt from Jamaica named Harry Smith. He punched like Julian Jackson, devastating puncher. And then you had, more famously, the third Black Murderers Row in the 1940s. You had Charlie Burley, great fighter. You had Holman Williams. You had Coco Kid Lewis. Probably the best Puerto Rican fighter that nobody talk about, Coco Kid Lewis. You had Burt Lytle. You had Jack Chase. Those that was the third wave of the infamous, or should I say famous, Black Murderers Row, who Tony Zell ducked, Guess Lesnovich ducked, who else? Marcel Cerdan ducked. He's supposed to have fought Charlie Burley. And if you never seen Charlie Burley fight, Charlie Burley was a crossroads between Pernell Whitaker and Roy Jones and a little James Toney, man. He was a great, great fighter. He never got a chance to fight for the world's welterweight or middleweight championship because he was ducked. Let me see. Ted Jones said Hagler was never hurt. No, he was hurt against Hearns, but he recovered very quickly. Go look at the first round where Hearns broke his hands. Hagler recovered very quickly. Big Trap Star says, salute, Kurt. Salute to you, bro. Mama Mentality said, yeah, this weekend going to be the telling for Du Bois' career. Yeah, it will be. We have a super chat from Jermaine Bean. He said, Gary Antoine, that dude at 140. Yeah, man. He has a sharp left hand, man. He's very sharp, man. I'm gonna keep my eye on Gary Antoine, especially if he decides to move up to a welterweight, but we ain't gonna push him like that. Jonathan Simon said, Kurt, what direction Donaire should take? The Regal winner or rematch Inouye? I would like to see the rematch Inouye because I think it'd be very interesting because of, his experience. I think he'd give Inouye a tough fight. He just has to be more defensively responsible. I think Blue is back.
Yes, sir. Jermaine Bean and brother in the super chat. You got the super chats, Kurt?
Yeah, I got Jermaine already.
Okay. You got Jay Luna.
I missed that one.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one. My bad.
Jay Luna, salute to the brothers. Jay Luna in the super chat. He said, which boxer today got the most fashion drip?
I said with the costume, Jerron Ennis.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Either him or Steve Fulton, too. But actually, you know who's at the top? He just haven't been fighting, is Tevin Farmer.
Yeah. And Chris Colbert, too.
Yeah, Chris Colbert, too. Yep. Cedric Trailer, Dwayne Williams, what's going on? Jeff the producer, what's going on? Rika Rabbit 12, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing? Yeah, Tevin Farmer, I think, number one. I got Chris Colbert, Jerron Ennis, and Steve Fulton. And Tank is up there, yeah. For sure. Yeah, Curry, man. So, man, Curry, I'm so excited, man. What we got this weekend? We got any boxing this weekend?
I think Daniel Du Bois, somebody reminded me in the chat, I forgot all about him fighting this weekend, man.
Wow.
I forgot all about it. And like I said, when I forget fights, it's best because I'm always pleasantly surprised. So we'll see how he looks this weekend.
Mm-hmm. And Anthony Joshua, did you see Anthony Joshua say, Kurt?
What did he say?
Eddie Hearn was saying that, there's a chance that he could fight Dylan White, Andrew Ruiz, if Oleksandr Usyk. He said he don't want nobody else but Usyk. He said that's good for us.
Yeah, that's good for us. I like to see Joshua and Usyk. I want to see how good Usyk really would be, if he fights Joshua.
Jermaine Bean, salute to the brother Jermaine Bean in the super chat. He said Badu fighting for a vacant now. I don't know. Did they strip Jean Pascal, Kurt?
Not that I know of.
I don't know. I mean, they should. According to the reports, Aaron Taylor was going on. He tested positive for 3 banned substances, 3 different ones. Like, my thing is like, man, this is my thing, right, Kurt? If you attempted to get away with that, imagine what you actually get away with. You see what I'm saying, Kurt? If you thought you could get away with 3 different substances, imagine what you get away with.
Yeah, I know.
That's
3 different ones. Wow.
Like to go into the fight like I'm gonna get away with this. It's like amazing. Like you knew.
Yeah, I don't understand what people be thinking, man. Like you're gonna beat it. You can't beat these tests. I just can't believe it.
You know what they be thinking, Kurt? They did it before. That's what they thinking. That ain't the first time. This ain't the first time. He did it before.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. Badu can't catch a break.
No, that's. I'm like, how did you think when that Reese bro, what's going on? When I heard it, I'm like, huh? Burgess Meredith, what's going on? Reese bro, Mark Booker, what's going on? I'm like, this can't be real. This can't be real. Trayman Watts, what's going on? Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Trayman Watts. Jonathan Simon, brother in the super chat, he said, Blue and Kurt, it's ironic, if Rigo wins, Donaire could have a big rematch with him and Anui, who both defeated him undisputed at 118. That would be something, right, Kurt?
Yeah, it would be. I mean, but Rigo got a tough fight. I don't know if he's going to beat Casemiro, man. At this age, I mean, Casemiro is not defensively responsible, and if Rigo let that straight left hand go, he can do damage. But Casemiro is so aggressive, and he fights with a lot of attitude and aggression. If Rigo lost a lot, then he's going to lose. If he still has some old Rigo left in him, then he can beat Casemiro. But that, by any means, is not an easy fight for Rigo.
Mm-hmm. Brother Adam, what's going on, great brother? Yeah, but Justin Swain, what's going on? Hey, Kurt, I was just in my head, though, like, did this dude really just try to do this? Did that really happen? Like, really? John, what's going on? That is amazing. That's amazing. That is amazing. Like, amazing. That's amazing. I was like, really? Really? And the thing about it, Curtis, how come it's not plastered over everything?
Yeah.
Why is it not plastered over everything? Justin Swain, what's going on? It should be plastered over everything. Man. Do you think, Kurt, that it just makes me think, Kurt, do you think there's going to be testing for this Pacquiao fight?
If I was Spence, I'll test them. Floyd is smart. Floyd was like, test them, and then the knockout stop. I'm not accusing anything. It's just weird how the knockouts just stop. And you see a flyweight knockout junior middleweights, man, that's not humanly possible. But what do I know? But anyway, yeah, I would, if I was a fighter, there would be random testing and testing of all sorts, because things has to be fair on the up and up. You're risking your life in the ring, and I wanted to be a fair advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you woke the truth was going on. You see Keith Thurman, he said, Keith Thurman said, I wish I would have done testing. But he was the one going into the fight saying, we don't need it. I don't care what he on. You care now.
Yeah, but like I said, I've never seen a flyweight knockout junior middleweight. You may never see that again in life. And it's just not, I don't know. All I'm saying, all those weight classes, and then you was going through people like a wet paper bag, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just knocking people out. And when I saw, I had a fight party when he fought De La Hoya. I said, man, this guy looked amped. And I was like looking at the TV, real funny style, because he threw like a million punches, didn't even get tired. Like I said, Pacquiao's an incredible fighter, man, but I don't know. I get funny when I saw that fight and I saw the Cotto fight. I swear he looked superhuman. He looked like he belonged in the Justice League, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
He looked as superhuman against Cotto. He took Cotto's left hook like it was nothing.
Mm-hmm. Like Cotto wasn't the bigger guy in it.
11th round, he was moving around the ring, and I was like, what a performance by Manny Pacquiao. And they was like, "You believe this dude, Kirk?" I was like, "Nah." And I was like, you know, they asked me what I think. I was like, I can't accuse him because I don't have solid evidence. But certain fighters like Hatton, Cotto, De La Hoya, he looked superhuman. And then other fighters, other fights, he didn't.
Demetrius Bright, brother in the super chat. What do y'all think of Ramla versus Nibel fight? She looked real good and has great boxing skills and will only get better. Her backstory is amazing. Yeah, she looked good. You know, it was a complete size difference though. Well, what did you think about that fight, Kurt?
Oh, you talk about the one with female fight and she came in there dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah, their size different. I just knew when she started smiling when she got hit with the 3 right hands in a row. I said this fight is going to end quickly, and the smile was off her face. The size difference is just too much, and she was just a better fighter. She didn't belong in a ring with her.
Yeah, the size difference was, and she's from the Bronx too, Kurt.
From the Bronx, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's from the Bronx. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes to 1.3K. Get the likes to 1.3K, my peoples. Yeah, you know, the size, she was huge. Like, size difference was massive to me. But Oakland, man, what's going on? But yeah, Kurt, you know, just to touch on that, Kurt, you know, it's just, I hope that Errol Spence is being cautious. And this is, again, like me and Kurt is saying, we can't put that jacket on Manny Pacquiao because we just don't know. You know, it's just Justin Swain, who AJ gonna fight next, look like Oleksandr Usyk. We can't put that jacket on him, Kurt, because we don't have nothing solid, right? But it's just some things he's doing is just, you're a historian. You go back further than me. I go back far, but you go back even further than me. And we just never seen this before, Kurt.
I've never seen a flyweight knock out junior middleweights, man. I mean, you know, throw a million punches, don't get tired. Look at the Margarito fight, man. He could have fought another 20 rounds.
Yeah. And Chris, Kurt, Chris Algieri said that he was so surprised when he got hit. It was like he had bricks in his hands.
Like I said, man, I give Manny credit because he accomplished these things in the ring, and we don't have concrete proof, so it's alleged. But like I said, certain things are not humanly possible. For a flyweight to move up in those weight classes, fighting bigger men and beating them like nothing, Margarito and De La Hoya, and throw a million punches around. And I mean, if he does that naturally, hey, my hat's off. My hat's is off to him already because I think he's a great fighter. He's been great for boxing. Love Manny, but you know when Floyd called him out, the knockout stopped. He got one knockout, and that was against Madonna. In how many years? That's what.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
The last time Manny got a knockout, Kurt, was 2009. The Cotto and Hatton fights.
That's when he was like going through people. He was knocking them dead, and then he was knocking people down, but they would get up. And I started looking at that real funny. You know, he knocked Jerry down, what, 6, 7 times?
6 times, I think. 5, 6 times?
Yeah, something like that. You know, but Matisse. I think I said Madonna Matisse, but
yeah, that was 3 years ago still.
Yeah, I like I said, I don't got nothing concrete on them, but it's just weird to me, man, how the knockout just stopped all of a sudden.
He was getting stoppages, but not no knockouts no more. Reggie Burris in the super chat dropping that quarter of $100 on us in the super chat. Salute to Reggie. He said, "Big ups, Blue. I am out, but drop by the show support." Salute to you, great brother. We appreciate you 1,000%, my great brother. Much love, Reggie Burris. Much love to you.
Oh, I gotta see that special on CNN that Maverick and LeBron James produced about the Tulsa race massacre.
Yeah, I got to see that too. And I didn't even finish. I got to rewatch the Mike Tyson story. I started it yesterday, but I got to rewatch it. Jack T, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Can't doubt our common sense. We don't need concrete proof, just like it's not possible for a glove to bend in 90-degree angles. It's no coincidence his KO streak stopped when testing came up. Yeah. Boss Red 357, brother in the super chat, he said broke Margarito's face bone. Sure did. Sub-Zero, what's going on?
Boy, he beat the bejabbers out of Margarito.
Sure did.
You know, I mean,
go ahead, Kurt.
When he fought, you know who the first, when I watched that fight, I thought of Apollo Creed's wife. Stop the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Remember her face?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Kurt. Noble Royalty, brother, coming through, studding up, showing love as he always do, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Yo, what's good, Blue and Kurt in the chat? Big John Fury, fearful of what Wilder may have involved. I just wanted to see justice served. Salute to you, great brother. Yeah, Jonathan Simon, brother in the super chat. Blue and Kurt, y'all ready for a documentary on Showtime Sunday? The King.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Cannot wait.
Can't wait. Hey, Kurt, did you yeah, AD is fragile, man. That dude can't stay healthy, man. When he went down, did you see when LeBron James just ran right past him? Like, unbelievable.
Yeah.
LeBron just ran right. He didn't even look down. He didn't even look at him. He just ran right past him. Like, here we go again. Marcus Forsett, brother in Super Chat. CompuBox shows that Haney threw more punches than Linares in the 11th round, even after being hurt. The boy dominated. He quit narrative. The he quit narrative is all cap. Oh, for sure. We know what that's about. But Kurt, did you watch the did you watch the Mike Tyson's? Because I started watching it. I'm like halfway through, but I got to rewind it because I was distracted.
Yeah, I watched it.
What'd you think about it? Was it good?
Oh yeah, it was good. There's so many documentaries on Tyson. It was another good one, man. They went in depth, was deep, and what hurt Mike, man? He had a lot of yes people around him. Even early, even Custom Auto let Mike get away with a lot of things. What he did to Teddy Atlas' daughter or sister or whatever, whoever it was, I always forget. And he fired Teddy Atlas. That was the start of him, always doing something and not paying the price for it. And later in life, you're seeing how Mike Tyson ended up, man. Just being very reckless, man. You have to be responsible when you have that much fame and fortune, and he wasn't. He was like distracted, and everything that can go wrong went wrong in his career, and it showed in the ring in Tokyo, Japan, February 1990.
Mm-hmm. And Kurt, Joel Embiid is hurt too.
Yeah, I seen him limping back to the locker room, man. He's not coming back?
No, they say he's done. Is something with his knee. They said something with his knee. He could be out next game too, they're saying already.
Wow.
So if they already talking about that, then it's not good. Jack T, brother in the super chat once again. Cotto got put through the ringer, Margarito and Pac. Oh, for sure he did, man. Yeah, no, and they Mama mentality. They're in the same boat. Embiid and Anthony Davis, man. Neither one of them dudes could stay healthy. Amazing.
Yeah, them big dudes are vulnerable, man. Anthony Davis and Embiid, man. When they fall on the floor, you just hold your breath if you're a fan, because they get up limping. You like, oh boy.
Mm-hmm. And once again, Kurt, Ben Simmons, 9 points, 1 assist, and 8 rebounds.
Ain't he something like 0 for 10 from the free throw line?
He is.
Sheesh.
Yeah, he's. But this is what I'm saying, Kurt. When I say he's not Big Theodore, what's going on? He's a specialist. He's a specialist, Kurt.
Ben Simmons, by any means, not a scrub. He's a good player, but he has flaws to his game. Um, I can't understand why his free throw shooting is so bad. And Doncic can shoot a three, but can't shoot free throws. Neither him or LeBron James can.
Yeah, that's Luka Doncic, man. He airball free throw. Come on, bro. You hitting all these wild 3-pointers and you shooting air free throws, airball free throws. Come on, man.
You know. But I told people Phoenix was going to beat the Lakers. I told all of my friends are Laker fans, and I said Phoenix was going to beat them.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. Silo Signs, Mike Grim Reaper, what's going on? Bobo, what's going on? Smash the like button, people. Get the likes to 1.3K. Yeah, Curry. So, you know, what you think? What you think, Curry? About your Danis Ugis? You know, he's going through some, and he said he has his fight already scheduled. What you think about him and Keith Thurman possibly? That should be the fight for Keith Thurman.
Should be. That's a very interesting fight. I think that's a closer fight. I know you like Thurman. I don't know who I like in that fight. I favor Thurman slightly, but with Thurman being inactive and like I said, Ugas is not a world beater to me. I don't think Porter was up for that fight. That's still not an excuse, but Ugas is a decent fighter. That's if I was Keith Thurman, I would go after Ugas to get and get back into the mix after losing to Pacquiao. That's the ideal fight. I will go after him, but I don't know who Ugas going to fight now. Spencer's fighting Pacquiao, so where that leaves Ugas.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. The Keith Thurman fight would be the ideal fight.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow, Kurt, we'll talk about this situation with Terrence Crawford. True Blue 4-5, what's going on? School Skills, what's going on? Because Kurt, people was now. Well, Kurt, you know where I got the news from, but so I put the news out there, right? And people saying, "Oh man, Blue's making up fake news." Going to his platform, but his team members are saying he's leaving, but at the same time saying I'm saying fake news. He's leaving though.
Mm.
Hey, how could I be saying fake news if you're saying he's leaving too? Hey, Kurt. I mean, people just can't make this stuff up. You just can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up, Kurt.
Well, they don't understand who you talk to. They don't understand your sources. So, they just think you just put it out there for shock value, and they don't understand who you talk to. So,
Right.
Just run with it.
But at the same time, he's leaving, but Blue made that up. Huh? So how could I? They don't even make sense, man. They don't even add up. Amazing. But I would love to see Sean Porter. He hinted at them possibly having a rematch. But
okay.
But the thing about it is, things are going to change because the WBA, Kurt, they also put something out that they're leaning towards reinstating Pacquiao, as we know they more than likely are. What's your thoughts on that, Kurt?
I saw that. It doesn't surprise me one bit, because who Manny is and his name carries weight. And remember, he was champion, recess? So they could just say, like, the recess is over and Manny is the champion. So I could see them doing that. More than likely, 90% sure that's what they're going to do.
And another thing I wanted to ask you, did you see that Eddie Hearn let it get out there that the WBC immediately after he beat Caleb Smith, Canelo Alvarez, they wanted to franchise him. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. I'm not surprised. Immediately, right?
Mm-hmm. And he turned it down because he told them he wanted to fight Avni Udiram. But he accepted it not to fight Jamal Charlo.
Mm. Well, that's a clear duck, and I don't know why he didn't fight Charlie yet. Maybe a fight would happen. I don't know, but see, this is what gets me with Canelo, that he doesn't need to do the things outside the ring that make the decisions he make, because he doesn't need a push. His talent speaks for itself. He's a very good fighter, man. Very good fighter. And he doesn't need no help from anybody. Fight the best fighters. You win, then you solidify yourself as the man. We want to see you fight these guys, the Charlos and so on. But you don't need to fight the Feldins and the Yildirims. I mean, if you come off a hard fight and then you fight a mandatory, I can understand that, but we don't want to see that. So you don't need to pay the fake pump. Talk about you want to fight this guy, you fight this one. Somebody that's very less than you. So that's what gets on our nerve. It's not like we don't like Canelo, but he doesn't need a push. He just needs to fight the best competition, because we think a lot of Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. I tell Canelo fans that all the time. They say I'm hard on Canelo. I said no. I respect Canelo. I praise him. Heavy's the head that wears the crown. And I get on Terrence Crawford for not making the right moves outside the ring. I done ate Charlo up. Jamal. I mean, Jamal Charlo for not fighting Benavidez. So I'm unfair, to all the fighters. When they need criticism, then I'm gonna critique them.
Mm-hmm. When that came out, I don't think he meant to put it out there, Kurt. I don't think he meant to put that out there, but he let it go, and he's like, yeah, they immediately, but he turned it down because he wants to fight his mandatory, and I'm like, amazing, amazing, amazing. So, and my thing is, right, Kurt, why did they immediately approach him with that? For what?
Yeah, I know.
That don't need to be in the sport.
That's so bogus franchise. Oh man, that terrible. Terrible.
It has no place in the sport. It's not necessary. I
Nope.
can understand if it was for, you want to actually, say, listen, we want this fight, we want this fight, we want, undisputed, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? And the mandatory is preventing it. So then my brother Jab Jamboree, Act Reacher in the building. Let's go with you, Act. Go subscribe to my brother Act Reacher. Drop the link, Act.
What's up, At?
That would be understood. You know what I mean? But come on, man.
Yeah, Canelo don't need no help, man. The Yildirim was a waste of time. I mean, I give him credit because he fought Billy Joe Sanders, and he's trying to fight Plant. Plant gonna want 10 million or more, and so it's up to Canelo people if they're gonna make that fight, because Canelo said he's gonna try to price himself out, So we'll see if that fight's gonna be made or not. But if he fights Plant, then you have to give him credit. Saunders, then Plant. So you can't really say nothing because those are the two top fighters, and I don't know where he's gonna go after that, but let's see first. First things first, fight Plant.
Now, Kurt, did you see the footage of Deontay Wilder training before we get out of here? The last footage?
Yeah. I've been watching the footage of Deontay Wilder.
And you saw the one he just put out today?
I didn't see that one.
All right, so tell me what you think of what you make of it.
Well, he punching, he moving, punching, he's going to the body with the left hook, or what You kill the dead weight. Fury has a lot of dead weight. He's moving his head. That's what he has to do. He has to be when he punches. He has to be defense responsible. The fighter that transitions from offense to defense, or will be successful. I felt that he didn't do that before, and he's working on new things, man. I'm excited for Wilder and Fury, man. I'm really am. So we'll see what transpires on that day, or if they don't push the fight back.
And then, is it me, Kurt? Obviously, it's the pads, but don't he look faster?
Yeah, he's doing pad work, so it's going to look like that. But it seems like, what's the word I'm looking for?
The attention to the detail to the body and the left hand.
Yeah, he's punching in combinations. It seems like he's working on that, and when he punches, he's moving his head to the side, and seems like he's concentrating on the body a lot. And that would be smart to go to the body to break Fury down. So it's going to be a very good fight, man.
Mm-hmm. Dubster for life. What's going on, great brother? Yeah, Kurt, I thought that it was. I like what I'm seeing, and obviously that's only what clips, but it just looked like his attention to it's like the focus is on the left hand, the body work, Kurt, and head movement, right? Which is needed. Is he adding what you wanted him to see? What you want to see from him?
Yeah, going to the body. I just thought he was headhunting too much. He was being predictable because most power punchers are predictable because they rely on their power. Go to the body, mix it up. Feint, go to the body, develop another punch. That's why when somebody said, "Who's the best knockout puncher you ever saw?" I say Tommy Hearns because he was a slugger, but he was a boxer. But it's the way Tommy Hearns used to set up his knockouts. By Tommy Hearns had a beautiful left hook to the body, and see that occupies you, and then he can hit you with the right hand and get you out of there. So I always said Wilder need to develop another punch and use the right hand as a decoy, and throw the left hook to the body or uppercut or whatever, then come with the right hand when they least expect it. So it seems like he's working on developing different wrinkles. It start with the attitude and then the physical necessary requirements to beat Fury.
Yeah, brother Act Reacher, he said he looks more coordinated. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
For sure. Yeah, man. I'm excited, Kurt. I'm excited, man. But anything else you got for him, Kurt? Let's get on out of here.
Well, that's about it. Even though put your money to the side, folks, because you got 3 pay-per-views coming up. Tank Barrios, Spence and Pacquiao, and Fury and Wilder.
Mm-hmm. And we got Lomachenko, Nakatani,
Charlo and Montiel,
Teofimo Lopez, Kambosos. Right, we got a lot of good fights this month. Rocco 3, what's going on? Castano Charlo's not pay-per-view. It's July 17th too. Harry Jones Jr. But this month we got Nakatani, Lomachenko, we got Teofimo Lopez and Kambosos. Who else, Kurt? Oh, Charlo and
Montiel.
Montiel. Well, who else fights early this month?
I'm trying to think.
We
probably missing 1 or 2 fights.
Tank and Barrios is on the 26th. Franchon Cruz the Zone. Sidorus. That's for Undisputed. Shakur Stevenson, June 12th, and Floyd next Saturday. Or this Saturday coming up.
Right, Sunday, yeah.
Sunday.
I'll be watching that documentary because when Floyd is fighting, they'll be showing that documentary. So I'll be watching the documentary.
Yeah, did you see it? You saw the first one already?
No, this will be the first Sunday.
Yeah, because I watched it. It came on.
No, June 6th is the first day.
What for Floyd, the all access one?
Oh, you talking about All Access? No,
Yeah,
I saw some of it. I
yeah.
saw some of it. Yeah, I thought you'd talk about the Four Kings, but I saw some of
Oh
the
no, no, no. Oh
Mayweather.
yeah, the Four Kings. No, no, no. Oh yeah, no. That's a doozy. I can't wait for that.
Because that's a month long. So you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's every Sunday, right? This
Hmm.
Sunday.
I think they're gonna profile a fighter, and then next week it'll be a different fighter. But can't
Hmm.
wait, man. Can't wait.
Oh, Clarissa Shields' MMA debut is next week too, Kurt.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So. We got next week Shakur Stevenson and Clarissa Shields because he fights on the 12th. She fights on the 10th, so that's a Thursday, huh?
Yeah, yep. And ain't Lemieux fighting this weekend?
Yeah, I think
David
so.
Lemieux and I know the boys is fighting. I forgot all about.
Hmm.
Yeah, I gotta look at the calendar so I won't miss it. Well, I ain't gonna miss nothing, but
And
you
we're
know,
supposed to have it was supposed to be what's his name, but Gene Pascal a rematch, but he done
yeah.
blew that for us, Kurt.
Mm-mm-mm.
Amazing. But yeah, let's go on and get on out of here, Kurt.
Yes, sir, man. What a weekend of fights, man. I really enjoyed the fights. I hope you guys was entertained by the fights, man. And we be back on this Boxer Talk tomorrow. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for your time. The chat, aka my family. Great show, Blue, as always, man. The show is popping. My name is Curtis Anderson, aka Kurt Sugar, and we will see you tomorrow.
Brother Cali Enigma in the super chat once again. He said we got Afro Soca Fest out here. I've never seen so many Jamaicans in California. I'm shocked by the amount of West Indians in Bay Area. Oh yeah, we have it every year out here. Every year, man. Except last year, but last summer. But man, this year, woo, it's gonna be something this year, Kurt, because we ain't have it last year. So they itching to get out there, Kurt.
Definitely, yeah. People
Uh-huh.
itching, yeah. Yeah,
Eastern
cause we
Park, Kurt.
Yep, yep. Oh man, I know. I've been going for so many years, but we have this thing called the Summer of the City. It's an after work every Thursday at the Pack in Newark. And I saw the lineup. Rakim, this is third time being down there. Rakim, Selena Johnson, Third World, and some other acts. Oh, we house music, Ruben Toro, the Latin Bull, man. It'd be jam packed food, and it's just a beautiful place to be every Thursday from June to late August. We have a special guest down there, and we got our house music festivals. You ever been to a house music festival in Newark? With that food, you'll lose your mind.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got the Puerto Rican Day Parade this month too.
Mm-hmm. So everything is back in effect. Everything opened back up, man. And hey, the summer is here.
Yes, sir. But y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow us on Instagram at Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.